we back with another very special episode of the Superhero Homies podcast. It's too easy to say fantastic to be here, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's fantastic to be here. And of course, we're here to discuss First Steps.
He did that the entire
fucking movie.
He did do that the entire movie. Also, just to warn you guys, this is the last night that we're gonna be have this button, so we're gonna get all the play we can out of it.
Oh, is it really gonna be the last night?
Because after tonight,
but we are the Fantastic Four of the Superhero Homies.
I would certainly hope so. Who else would it be if not us?
I mean, we do have a fifth member.
We have more than.
I was gonna say, there's a lot more than just 5 members.
Actually, that's probably the assembled group, but
we ain't done that in a hot minute.
we literally just we did what 2024 year end review.
Yep.
And we reviewed something else, didn't we?
It sounds like I'm pretty sure we did. We did the Mistborn.
Yeah,
trilogy.
Mistborn review. Yeah, I mean,
I wasn't allowed on that one.
Oh,
we just didn't have enough mics. So.
That's the same thing. I can make it personal.
I'm getting there.
You do you, boo.
Yeah. Well, it's not personal. What also isn't personal is the fact that we're going to get straight into business because I know you guys clicked on this episode expecting to hear us talk about Fantastic Four.
Yep.
That's probably if you're new here.
Yeah, we're not gonna do what we did with Ironheart and have a 30-minute cold open in front of the review.
It was 28.
I will say
That's enough.
I will say this. They played a trailer for the new Avatar movie at the beginning of this, and it looked just like the other two Avatar movies. So do what you will with that. I don't know how many hours of, fucking 3D Ferngully we need, but, here we are.
When you say it like that, it sounds better than it looks.
Yeah, I agree, because I really like Ferngully.
Yeah, same.
This is like Ferngully if you spent a bunch of money on the animation, but Tim Curry wasn't in it.
That would be sad.
As the sexiest sludge of all time.
Yeah, Avatar Fire and Ash, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
And I spent that entire 2-minute trailer doing two things. One, trying to remember what happened in the sequel.
It was just the first one, but underwater.
See, I never watched it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the sequel either.
And two, thinking, would I fuck a blue person?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't, but not because of that.
Oh, speaking of, I don't know if you guys know this.
You fucked a blue person.
Fucking blue people, that Mass Effect is actually getting a live-action TV series produced by the Fallout people.
Oh, that's incredible.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm actually very excited about this.
For a minute there, I thought you were going to be like, produced by the same people that made the Halo show, and I was going to be like, oh. But no, that's amazing. The Halo show is bad. Yeah.
Speaking of blue people, though, apparently if you eat too much silver, your skin becomes blue.
I've seen something on that.
To take us full circle on this, when the second Avatar came out, I had tickets to go see it, and then I think, did we review it or we just watched it?
We just watched it.
So I had tickets to go see it a second time, not in 3D, with Ace. I think I was still living in Atlanta at the time, so I went to the Dolby Theater, watched it in 3D, and then it was still just kind of like a 2.5-hour theme park ride. And then I already had tickets to go watch it in 2D with Ace after that. And I came out of the first showing going, oh no, what am I going to fucking do for 2.5 hours? Literally in the middle of the movie, I went out, got concessions, made a phone call, walked around the lobby a little bit, went back inside, didn't miss anything.
Damn.
Yeah. So
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're going to get right into it.
Yeah, we should go ahead and get right into this thing. We know where you guys are here, so we will skip the foreplay. And we'll get right into this whole thing here. But, of course, proper introductions are in order, followed by a proper reading of the rules. So, with that being said, homies one and all, allow me to welcome you all back to another very fantastical episode of the Superhero Homies podcast. My name is Quentin. And as always, I am here with one of the most prolific podcasters of all time. I'm talking about a man who was able to create an ultimate nullifier. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it to Reed Richards in time, so we had to, they had to find different ways to deal with Galactus. I'm talking about none other than the homie Caleb.
Yeah, I actually turned it on and then King the Conqueror disappeared.
That's what happened.
I hit the wrong villain with it.
Yeah, you did. That checks out. That checks out.
But did you hit the wrong one?
I actually heard that apparently Marvel had contacted the Russos and Robert Downey Jr. before the Kang shit even happened. So I think your theory was correct that they actually were trying to write Jonathan Majors out, and then they just used that as an excuse.
As an excuse, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And of course, we're here none other with the still, since last time, he's still been voted the sexiest man alive. This isn't me. This is just how it is.
The public.
Yeah, the public voted this. I'm talking about one of my nearest and dearest, one of my oldest and closest. I said once again he was voted.
Yeah, he's pointing at me like, is it me? I'm like, we've been through this.
Yeah. The homie Oz, welcome back.
This is White Lightning.
And just like that, I think he just dropped out of the race.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And of course, last but certainly not least, the Franklin Richards of the group. Not just because she's the baby, but because she's arguably the most powerful entity that you will encounter, especially on this podcast. I'm referring to none other than, not Junior, the homie Dylan. That's Dylan.
What up? What up?
Yeah.
I actually agree with that assessment.
I mean, I can't prove you wrong, but that unfortunately that lines up.
Mm-hmm. Just like you disassembling my pen all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Now, for the reading of the rules, the first half of this review is going to be spoiler free, which may or may not be because I'm here. But no, for real, it's spoiler free, and so we're going to talk about like the performances. We'll talk about the pacing. We'll talk about the score. We will give our scores for the movie, and then after that, we will bullshit for an unspecified amount of time. You'll know. And then we will go into the full tilt spoiler section. So we will give you guys plenty of warning before any spoilers come up. But the first half of this, spoiler free. You're safe if you haven't seen the movie.
Absolutely. We will keep this thing more safe than Disney has.
Yeah, that's true because they apparently, I watched the first trailer and then that's it. And I don't watch anything else because Marvel is known for revealing too much shit. For example, before Age of Ultron came out, they put the whole Hulkbuster versus Hulk fight out on fucking YouTube. I was like, why would you do this? Well, I already paid to see the movie. Like, what am I going to the theater for? It turns out it was just for that. But anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, I mean, they reveal way too much. And then afterwards, you told me what they revealed in the trailer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, about a week ago, they released another trailer. I thought it was just trailer number 2, and then they just put it out there again. No, this was like an actual scene, a pivotal scene in the movie that they put online, and I see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, yeah.
I'm so glad I somehow avoided that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the spoiler section.
Yeah. Well, when I tell you guys what scene that they actually put out there, again, like a whole week ago, you will be like, what the fuck, Marvel?
Was it like late movie scene?
No, I'll say...
Pivotal.
I was just curious, like, what section of movie?
End of Act 1.
Okay. I think I might know some of the spots where that might be.
Yeah. I mean, so I guess just to go ahead and kind of curtail into it, the movie, what I really appreciate about this thing, it doesn't waste a whole lot of time.
Sure doesn't.
Which is, especially in the beginning, at least. Like, this first act is, dare I say, the perfect opening for a Fantastic Four movie. It made me wish that, man, I really wish that like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby were alive to actually see a good interpretation of the characters that they created that shot Marvel Comics into the fucking stratosphere.
I could absolutely see them doing like a Fantastic Four #1 issue, and they don't want to do the origin again, and then like the first like 6 or 7 pages are this.
Yeah,
I love the way they did this. It was great.
I think the pacing in this movie is very interesting. Like, honestly, typically in like a superhero movie, you have like they'll put a little action in Act 1, Act 2 will be kind of the slow act, and then Act 3 they're just like, we're gonna throw everything at you now. This movie is like the opposite of that. Like, Act 1, the pacing, honestly, it was uncomfortably fast for me. Like, you're not going to know if you like this movie or not in the first act because you will not have any time to process any of the shit you're going to see. You're not going to have time to go, I liked that or I didn't like it, because by the time your brain goes to think that thought, they're 2 scenes later. Like, you have no time. Like, they are just like, we are going, like, there's no real big intro. It's just like, we're in the movie. We're doing the thing.
Yeah. Dilly, what you think about this movie in the beginning, at least?
So I don't think my pacing issue was quite that bad. It was quite fast, and until you said you're not gonna know if you like the movie or not at the start, I was like, no, that's oh no, he's kind of right. But for me, it's only about a scene ahead.
Yeah.
So like, cause I tend to, the ADHD kicks in real hard, so I can keep track of a lot of things at once when my brain decides to let me do that.
I mean, I could definitely agree with that. Like, I will say, like, the opening of this and the pacing was actually okay for me. Like,
Yeah,
I guess it's just the way my brain was working with it, and I was like, okay, I got it, boom.
I have a theory on that, and maybe I'm off basis here, but like, I think under most circumstances, I probably would have preferred that they slow it down a bit in the first act. But the reason why I didn't feel that way, I think, is because we just spent 4 months reviewing
So many
4 other Fantastic Four movies.
I think I'm thinking right
be
there
it.
with you.
That could be
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I definitely appreciated the brisk pace, and a lot of it has to do with like how analytical I am when I watch a movie, like the critic brain. Normally, I'm like, okay, all right, didn't have time to do that. If I was just going in the movie not to review it, just to like try to turn my brain off, like like a Jurassic World Rebirth, for instance, like if my brain being on would ruin it all, then I probably would have been okay with it. As a matter of fact, the first act of that movie was very, very slow. You're not gonna have any of that in this, and I agree. Like, out of the 4 Fantastic Four movies we watched and reviewed before this, the first act of pretty much all of them except Rise of the Silver Surfer is just, I mean, you're just like looking at your watch, like, is something gonna fucking happen in this movie?
Yeah, kind of.
You're not gonna be doing that in this movie.
Thankfully, no. And the movie does a brilliant job of giving us their origin without giving us their origin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like they didn't go into super detail, and like I actually appreciated that. Like, just use your imagination. If you know anything about the Fantastic Four, you can put it together. But if you don't, this is a quick synopsis. That's all you need.
If you've been following our Fantastic Four movie reviews, then you're probably done with Fantastic Four origin stories for a while.
Or if you watched the 2015 one.
Yeah. No.
Ever.
Yeah.
At any point. I will say, too, that I like that we get right into it. I like that they didn't spend a ton of time on the origin. But it's interesting how much, like, this movie and Superman both did a very similar thing where it's like, this has been done before, and we're just going to go right into it. And they let the way that the general public feels, like, they show you how the public feels about the heroes, and that lets you kind of get the consensus of like how beloved these characters are by the people of their world.
Yeah,
and I think that's a very good way to do it.
Absolutely.
Interesting thought I just had. Will this make... Well, it's a great idea here. If in 20 years, someone looks back and tries to watch this movie, and they might not be that focused on Fantastic Four, do you think this might actually hurt the movie some?
Oh, that's bold of you to think Marvel won't have rebooted it by then.
Valid. I'm just saying under this, Earth 1375.
Yeah. Let's say in the last 30 years, we have gotten 5 of them. So if you think they're not going to do another one for 20...
I'm just...
Here's the problem, though. Dare I go ahead and say, this one's good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah?
yeah.
I guess, by the way, mild spoiler, this is the best Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, does anybody disagree with that?
No.
No, not at all.
nowhere near.
Not at all.
No. The bar was in hell, folks.
Yeah.
But I will say now, like, and this may be just my opinion, but I feel like the bar is now well off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. They could have phoned this in.
Yep.
They could have just punched at weight. They didn't. I think they they put a little seasoning on it, and I really like.
They like to punch things.
There were a few key pivotal moments in this movie where that really let me know that okay, Marvel really is taking this shit seriously. Because
Yeah.
I mean, there's been quite a few movies, in my opinion, where they just haven't, where they just tried to fill in the blanks with their own creative bullshit, and it comes out as bullshit. I can't mention what most of those key pivotal moments are that they just knock out of the park, but one thing I can say is that it really just made my heart swell. This movie actually really understood Reed Richards.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
there's a moment
Yeah.
that we'll talk about in the spoiler filled section where like his analytical brain is going and he's coming to like a conclusion for or a decision he has to make, and I mean like it's not something that Reed Richards would want to do, but he knows that
It's the smartest
this
way
is
to
the
do it.
smartest thing to do it. Yeah, and like that whole scene was brilliant because this is exactly what Reed would think. This is exactly what he would say, and that's exactly how Sue would respond.
You know how during Thunderbolts there was like quite a few times where you were like, "Oh no, that happened to me in this movie." I was like, "Oh no, oh no."
You seem to be taking it a little better than I did.
Yeah.
Go on about that.
Yeah, because you know that's what Reed would do. He would be like, yeah. We can go ahead and talk about Pedro Pascal's performance.
Mm-hmm.
All of my concerns out the window because Reed is such a complicated character. You know, he has to have the nerdy analytical side. He has to have that sort of dark side to him where too much
I didn't
logic.
think he was in this movie. I didn't think he was in this movie.
Too much logic scares the average person, right? Like there's a place you don't go, and Reed doesn't have that. He has to be like, you know, loving member of the family as well, and also be able to be a leader, because obviously Marvel is positioning him to at some point be either the leader or a leader probably of the Avengers at some point. And so like Reed's got to have all of that, and I think Pedro Pascal, I think he nailed it.
See, like I remember when we initially talked about this casting, most of y'all were very skeptical.
Oh yeah.
I was never one skeptical. I knew he was gonna fucking kill it.
I think you and I were on that spot.
Yeah. But I was like, I 100% feel that he was going to fucking nail it, and he did, and it made me so happy.
Yes.
He did nail it. I would just like to say, it's not that our concerns were invalid. I still think they were very, very valid concerns.
Agreed.
I'm not saying like that those things could have happened, but like I honestly feel like they weren't. Like I actually never was worried about this movie at all. Like not once.
Well, that's because you knew the competition.
It may not even be like no. So like I guess it's more of like the law of averages. Like if we had that, like we had our crappy run of Marvel shit. Now we're starting to pick it back up again.
Right.
So like I want some good shit, and this is gonna be it.
You had a
Yes, it was not actually about the Pedro Pascal, so that's why I was doing this to like keep it in my brain. Does that actually happen with the Avengers in the comics? Does Reed become?
He normally is the leader of like the Illuminati.
Okay. Mhm.
There's also like a Council of
didn't see
Reeds
that
or
coming.
whatever, like
Yeah,
a
it's
Council of Reeds.
yeah.
But for Marvel, I think that they will absolutely position him as like a leader of the Avengers, especially because we have Avengers Doomsday coming up,
Yeah.
and obviously Doctor Doom is the Joker to Reed's Batman.
Yeah.
And not only that, but they want to be able to paste Pedro Pascal's big ass face in the middle of that poster so they can sell some goddamn tickets.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll say this. I enjoyed his Reed Richards so much, I was able to look past that goddamn caterpillar on his upper lip.
Did you read as to why?
I did.
I'll be honest, his reasoning is legitimate.
So,
I don't know the
homies,
reasoning.
for those of you who don't know, Pedro Pascal said that after Wonder Woman 2, because he was the main villain in that, Maxwell Lord, he said after he saw his face in that, he will never do another movie or TV show without facial hair again. And then, like, you look, I was like, it wasn't that bad. Then I went and looked at the picture.
Yeah, I need to see a picture of this. Like I heard about this, but I was like,
And I was like, oh no. Oh, yeah, that's awful.
Oh, have you not seen the movie?
Yeah, I have. I've actually not. I barely think I saw Wonder Woman, the first one.
Well, the first one wasn't good either, but the second one is the opposite of good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He looks terrible. He looks like Guy Gardner.
Like, unironically,
Yeah.
Did you
like
see it?
Yeah, Caleb showed. Oh my god, it's bad, homies. Like it's super bad.
It's rough. With the 19
It'd be like if I
mark-
shaved. Like
He looks like a Fox News anchor.
A little.
or he stepped off the set of the movie Anchorman with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Homies, if I can post a picture of him without YouTube getting angry, I'll put it right here.
He looks like he stole his own lifeboat on the Titanic. Like, just for all for himself.
Holy shit. Let's go ahead and talk about the rest of the casters. I think we all agreed that Pedro as Reed was out of this world. It was really good.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
So while we're on it, let's talk about Sue Storm. Vanessa Kirby, to me, easily the best one. It's not close. It's not even kind of close.
Like honestly, like I think it's because we went on this journey together. I think we all can agree, yes, hands down. Like she had emotional depth, actual use of powers that made sense, and wasn't just boobies.
In my opinion, got upset and was actually understandable for being upset about this one topic.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
at no point was it outside of the range, much like you said with Reed.
Yeah.
Didn't seem to go outside of what would seem to be, I say seem to because I didn't read any of the fucking comics, seemed to be what the character would do.
There was a lot of like at least logic for the character, and I don't mean that as a like the character was logical. I was saying more of like this made sense for this version of Sue, even if it wasn't comic accurate. It made like she was good. Like yes, 100%.
She's the most. Not that any of them are not morally upright, but she is the most morally upright out of all of them.
Yeah. I think I agree with that. I also think like the circumstances also dictate her decisions as well.
Agreed.
You know? But she's, I almost said fantastic, unironically. But here's the thing: it's like, yes, this is definitely by far the best Reed, definitely by far the best Sue. But it's also the fact that not only are the actors killing it, thankfully the writers and the director understood the assignment as well.
And like you actually felt like they gave a shit about each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long has it been, Ace? We've reviewed basically all the MCU. Some of it twice.
Yes.
And we've even ranked it all. You can go look that up. How long has it been since you sat in a Marvel movie and went more than one time, like multiple times throughout the movie, and went, they could have pulled that right off a page? How long has it been?
Oh man! Oh wow! The last time it happened was when it was done gratuitously on purpose in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Like when Deadpool was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the Wolverine John Byrne cover when he fought the Hulk," and
Literally the thing.
yeah. And don't get me wrong, like I popped for that too, but like in the sense of this movie where like it's not played for laughs or irony, like this is just. Yeah, this would actually happen. As a matter of fact, Fantastic Four, issue number 1, there's a direct homage to that in the very beginning of the movie.
Really?
Absolutely. I mean, I already said the issue, so you guys can look it up and see what it is. But they're fighting a giant creature, and it's like, holy shit! Like that is like the exact thing. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
how they did that.
I didn't notice that, and I figured that was something that they have done before. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like because the way they've made this movie feel like it. Those were Easter eggs, not
Yeah.
They also heavily paid tribute to Jack Kirby throughout this movie.
And even at the end, there's like a special little. There's a Jack Kirby quote that they post at the end.
It was fantastic. I actually think I teared up just a tad at that. Yeah.
I did too. Yeah.
I'm really shocked you haven't been hitting the button every time that word is said.
Oh, we'll be here all night if I do.
Yeah, we'll be here on it.
But that was such a great touch because, I mean, so often Jack Kirby just doesn't get a whole lot of credit in these movies. So it was great that, he finally got some. Let's talk about Ben and Johnny. What do you guys think about those two? Let's start with Johnny.
I like Chris Evans, Johnny Storm. I love Michael B. Jordan. But not as Johnny Storm. At least not in that movie. We've talked about that at length. That whole cast actually could have been great, but the script wasn't. I had a lot of doubts about this movie from jump, right? The one thing I never had any doubts about was Joseph Quinn. I said from day one, like, I'm very skeptical about a lot of this. Joseph Quinn is going to kill it. And oh my God, did he kill it. I
guess, and again, like, I'm not as versed in, these comics as you two are, but I mostly grew up with Chris Evans. I will say I wish he was a little more wisecracky, just a touch more. Just give me a little more quip. But other than that, he is fucking amazing in this whole thing. And, like, the warmth he actually does have actually vastly outshine Chris Evans. Like,
is that a pun?
Was that 2 puns?
Unintentionally, but yes.
Everybody gets 1.
He got 2.
Yeah.
He just took yours, didn't he? Yeah,
Bluish button? All right, I don't know what I did myself.
I really like Joseph Quinn's take on Human Torch here. They did add like a layer of depth to his character that really isn't there. I think that when we go back to like the 05 and 07 movies, Chris Evans and Michael Chiklis, they were the best things.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Fuck it, I get 1.
It took me too long.
But the thing about those, I did it again. The thing about those two in those movies were that they got one aspect of their relationship right, and then like most everything else just kind of fell to the wayside. And then it's like their buddy relationship in those 2 movies that we got in the early 2000s. Here, I feel that I do agree with you, Oz. Johnny doesn't have as many moments where like he's like this kind of arrogant, quippy,
smart mouth. Yeah.
I mean, you still get like a piece of that here. But it's not it's not greatly influenced. He's still a pussy hound. I was very relieved at that. The man still loves. Still even in this retro 60s, he's still all about that.
You get so much of it in the 2000s one because in the 2000s movies, they're all one-dimensional characters.
Yeah.
So he's a wise ass is the whole character.
Yeah.
That's true.
You don't get any other dimensions of him because the movie doesn't have time for that.
Yeah.
And, like, without spoiling anything, the fact that they gave him a pretty crucial part in figuring out one of the issues made me insanely happy.
They give all of them great screen time. I think.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, like, Johnny Storm's always been my favorite anyway. Like, he's the one I gravitated towards. And, like, the fact that they actually didn't make him just a dumbass wisecracker made me very happy. Do I want a little more? Of course. But I thought it was great.
I agree with you, Oz. I can't stand some of those smart ass crackers.
I immediately was like, "You just gonna call Joseph Quinn a cracker that's on the air?"
My bad.
That was hilarious.
Dumbass wisecrackers. There we go.
What else is this actor in?
Stranger Things. Season 4.
He's
Eddie Munson.
Eddie Munson in Stranger
Okay.
Things.
Because he looked vaguely familiar, but...
Like, he doesn't have his, like, freaking 80s, like, hairband
I
hair.
also think I only saw part of 4.
Bro, best season.
It's on a list.
Best season.
Now is the time. Watch it all now.
Because at the end of this year,
Yeah.
season 5.
Yeah, I'm not going to catch up in time. I got other things I need to watch. There's so much anime I need to watch.
You'll be fine. They can keep making that.
They're going to keep making that too.
They are not.
Stranger Things, this is the last
No,
season,
it's about
though.
to end, yeah.
That's the last season of the show, but they're going to do all kinds of other bullshit.
Yeah, they're going to do 8 spin-offs,
Yeah.
2 video games, probably an anime.
Yeah.
Probably a fucking movie.
I'm actually shocked there is not a Stranger Things anime already.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Maybe they decided to... Maybe they, for the wrong part at this point, thought maybe they shouldn't make an anime of everything.
Also, maybe all the shit that they do in Stranger Things in anime wouldn't even be that strange. So
That's true.
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Oh yeah, there's another world. Yeah, we got it.
All right. Yeah.
There's a monster?
tentacle monster. Okay,
We got it.
Tentacle Monster. I didn't know we were doing that, but all right.
The main characters are playing D&D. Oh, okay. I mean that maybe.
That's
all right,
that's
yeah.
new.
We'll go for that.
That's new.
All right.
No.
That's a little different.
Let's talk about Ben Grimm here. I like Ben here. To me, he got the least.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I wish he had something more. By the end of the movie, I was like, "You gonna clobber anything, bud?" Or okay, all right, that's fine.
Yeah, because I don't know if I said this on air or not, but like I remember thinking I would like a little more of like the superhero action scenes, because not saying that Ben doesn't get some good stuff here. I feel like that is what really that's his big thing that he adds to the group. Mm-hmm. And you kind of cut him off at the knees a little.
A little bit.
See, I actually am I feel completely differently about Ben in this movie. I actually really love what they did with him here, because I think the rock monster is the most human character. He is the most down to earth. You see him walking through the neighborhood carrying groceries, right? He's out there interacting with like the everyday people, while Reed is up in his ivory tower. So is Sue. Johnny's out flying around. He is like got his like finger on the pulse of like
the people,
how the people feel about him. He's actually well, I can't say that, but he spends a lot of the movie kind of on that like street level, and I actually really appreciate that. I would have liked to have seen some more clobbering. However, I think that they did such a good job of making you forget CGI rock monster. Like,
no, I 100% agree. Yeah, 100% agree.
You know, I do agree with that assessment. I just think two things can be true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. And also, he looked dapper as fuck for a rock monster.
Oh my god! And then later, at the end, like towards the end, I didn't know how I felt about it, but the more a certain thing, it kind of grew on me.
We're talking about. We're talking about his.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not quite sure what we're talking about right there, but I'm gonna roll with it. What about his voice?
It actually, I hate it in the trailers, but in the movie, it doesn't bother me.
Like I actually
Kind of the same.
Like he said, I kind of there was a large chunk of it. I forgot he was the Thing, and he was just Ben Grimm to me.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I had seen the trailer so many times that I had already desensitized myself to the fact that it's just a normal dude voice, and you know, not really the Thing kind of voice, and so I already had it, you know, compartmentalized in my mind that okay, this is what we're going for here. This is what we're doing with him. So it didn't really bother me that much either. Now, had I watched this movie cold and never seen a trailer, I would have been like, what the fuck?
Probably the whole first act, you would have been like, yeah. I can't pay attention to anything else. So, let's say this about the main four. Does anybody think that or feel that these are not the best versions of all four of them? Because I think they are.
Let me think here.
And I fucking love me some Michael Chiklis.
What are you saying, that this Ben Grimm isn't as good as the 94?
I like the 94, but I think this is the best Ben Grimm.
I just had to bring it back up.
Yeah.
Yelling your way back into being a rock.
I mean, hey, sometimes you just gotta turn into a fucking rock.
I do think that this is the best Ben Grimm, but for me, it's not by a large margin. And that's just because Michael Chiklis, to me, especially in the 05 version, he did add a layer of kind of heart and emotion to Ben Grimm that needed to be there. And also, that's his origin. That's where he's starting off at, whereas this movie is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But still, it's something that was there in the 05 movie that they knew he needed to work through, and so he did. But yeah, overall, I think that this is the best Fantastic Four cast. Yeah.
Ben, unlike the other cast members or the other three characters, there's actually an aspect that I really like of all the Ben Grimm actors, like the 94, I fucking like Kaiju Ben, big rock motherfucker,
Naked Ben,
yeah, big old naked dick swinging Kaiju Ben. I even like that shit, I can't say that for the other three, but for Ben, I actually really like an aspect of all of them, the live action versions.
Yeah. So, Silver Surfer was in the trailers, including the first one.
Let's piss off the internet.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think we do that inadvertently anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think it really matters what we say at this point is gonna. If you're not pissed off already, then I mean, I don't know. What
If you don't got haters, you ain't doing something right.
Exactly.
One funny thing was, as the Silver Surfer was showing up, I heard James mumble, "Wasn't he bald?" And I just like half turned and it was like, I don't know, I gotta watch this.
Oh, that is fantastic. I get another one.
Julia Garner is the Silver Surfer here.
See, I actually did not know who the actress was. Like in the trailer, I could not
showed her face,
and then I was like, "Why does she look so goddamn familiar?" And then I heard her talk.
Oh,
and I'm like,
I got it for you.
If she had a country accent,
so
all I can think of is Ozark.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Julia Garner carries the entire show of Ozark on her back. Literally drags it through the fucking mud. The entire show. And I absolutely loved her as the Silver Surfer.
Oh my God, yes. Like, and see, I don't know how much of this is spoiler or not, but you know, she's in there, and there's altercations that do happen. And I will say something unlike the Silver Surfer we got in Rise of the Silver Surfer. She was still able to be at least subdued, unlike the other one, where they couldn't fucking touch him.
That's not inaccurate, but
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like this almost humanized. You know what I mean?
let's keep it a bug. I mean,
Yeah,
Miles spoiler. That's not a whole lot they could do with this one either.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, other than this one thing, it don't matter.
Yeah. I thought that she killed it.
Yeah.
It was like,
She probably killed a lot of people. Sorry, that just came out.
yeah, definitely.
Well, anybody who knows the origin of a Silver Surfer knows what that is. So
It was like they actually had read a comic book.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That happens a lot in this movie.
Oh yeah. It does actually happen, and I was not gonna lie, I was a little surprised. Not to rabbit hole us here, but I was watching like a little short documentary on the 2000 X-Men movie because this year marks its 25th anniversary. And they were talking about the movie and like all the processes that it went through, all the different writers and whatnot, and people who were supposed to be cast in it. And this is actually where Kevin Feige got his start. He was way low on the totem pole of people who who were working on the movie, who were responsible for it. But one thing that we all know, I'm sure at this point, was that Bryan Singer, when he was cast as the director, or when he was hired as the director, he wasn't a big comic book fan. He didn't know a lot about it, but they sold him on the fact that it has a lot to do with like social prejudices and whatnot. And he said, okay, you know what, I can work with that. But he didn't want any comic books on set. Kevin Feige was actually the one who brought them in. I knew that comics were being smuggled onto set because I heard
Actually smuggled.
Yeah, 'cause I heard
That's amazing.
Amazing.
I heard Hugh Jackman talk about it before. Like he would smuggle comics and read them, on the set and whatnot. But here is when I found out that Kevin Feige was the one who was actually bringing it, and he had hair back then too. It was weird. But the only reason I bring that up is because when I saw that little mini doc, I thought, man, I remember when Kevin Feige liked comic books, and it's just good to watch this movie and get that feeling again. Like, okay, cool, somebody does care about comic books and understand why it's important to try to interpret what these stories are trying to tell us.
So I actually saw something on it was either Facebook Reels or TikTok, I can't remember, about a recent interview with Feige about how like he even admits how oversaturated they made the MCU, and like now this new wave they're gonna try to not like tie every TV show to every movie and everything, and they're also gonna limit the amount of exposure there is to each one. So like maybe this is a step in that direction.
Well, I think starting with Thunderbolts is really where they kind of locked that in. I get worried when I read things like that because sometimes I feel like they don't quite understand. Like when I hear them say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna stick to like 1 or 2 shows a year and like 2-3 movies and that's it." I hear that and I go, yeah, and then he'll go, "Yeah, I think we just really were oversaturating everything." And I'm like, that wasn't necessarily the problem. Like the quantity was a lot. I think, especially to the average person, like, oh, you have to keep up with these 37 movies and 18 TV shows. That's a lot to like a casual.
There's a reason I didn't watch most of the shows.
That they need to buy tickets. Well, you actually missed out on a lot. There's some great shows. But, no, there are. There's some really great Disney Plus shows. But on that same note, it's kind of like, well, yeah, but if a bunch of that hadn't sucked, then you wouldn't be here. There's only so many times that you can, loosely holding the football, your audience, and go, oh yeah, no, come see the new Marvel movie. Oh, it's fucking trash. We'll get you on the next one though. We'll get you on the next one. We'll get on the next one. We got Christian Bale. Yeah. Come see it. Come see it. You liked him as Batman. No, it sucked balls. There's only so many times, and then people go, I'll catch it when it comes out on Disney Plus in 3 weeks or whatever.
Or I won't,
Or I won't, yeah.
But, that kind of leads me to something that, like, I've kind of been saying for years before it got to this point, and that is, it was around the time of Endgame, and I said, man, Marvel is going to go the way of the comic books. Whereas, if you want to read comic books, I got good news for you. Yeah, you can borrow some of these. However, where are you going to start? Mm-hmm. And where do you go after you read whatever you read? How do you pivot from that? And my point was basically the MCU is going to hit that same point. It's going to be different because it's cinema and it's television, but still it's going to be the same thing where you have something, but where's your true starting point? And do you really need to go back and read 600 issues of Spider-Man to get caught up with where we are now? Mm-hmm. Do you really need to go back and watch 20 plus movies and damn near a dozen TV shows to understand where we are now? It's a tough thing to do because I don't know like the correct answer. I do know that I think they're going to do a soft reboot with Secret Wars. I don't think that's like a big shock or surprise.
He has basically said as much now that it's going to be a soft reset.
Yeah. So
and that makes sense to me.
It does. I mean, storytelling wise and canonically, meta wise, where they are now, it makes sense to do that.
I mean, also too a lot, and they buried the lead on this. This is unfortunate, and I don't think they understand that this is a lot of reason why people dropped off. Is like phase 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we didn't necessarily want to go see the Captain Marvel movie, but it was necessary to understand what was going on. And after Endgame, they really got away from that. Like, there's nothing in this movie that you have to have seen Eternals for, or Quantumania, or anything. Like, Phase 4 and 5 have almost entirely been, you really don't have to see anything else. Thunderbolts, which is the end of Phase 5, right? This is the beginning of 6, this movie?
Is that how that goes? I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure it is. Okay. This is the beginning of Phase 6 is this movie. But yeah, I mean, it's like... Quantumania, I think, was the beginning of Phase 5.
Yeah.
There's no theme that runs through these movies, at all, really. Originally they were supposed to do a Kang Avengers movie here.
Mm-hmm. Kang Dynasty.
Yeah. The only Kang backstory that you fucking get is in Loki Season 2. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
The interconnectivity where the one movie will lead into the next is not there. So... people actually hate that, and that's one of the reasons that their box office has dropped off. But, fortunately, now we're here. You can just tell your story, because all that shit doesn't matter.
I will say this, and then I have a question for Dilly over here. But, it's one of those weird things, and I am still a little bit fearful for Marvel, because... it just hit me watching this movie. Most people are looking at Avengers Doomsday to be Endgame, when in reality it's going to be Avengers 1.
Yeah.
And it might be Infinity War at best.
That's at best.
Yeah.
It's just it's going to be a lot of new characters, a lot of characters who are returning after a long time, and I mean, like, this is technically like, you know, the reset. You know, like they're getting their grounds, you know, again. So like, I don't think it's fair to compare it to something like an Endgame that had so much totality to it. This is going to be more like an Avengers 1, in my opinion.
To me, it should play as a part 1 of 2, with Secret Wars being like an Endgame comparison.
Yeah, and even then, like, that's still an unfair comparison because look at how much.
Yeah, it took to get to took to get to Endgame. Yeah.
Well, one of the things Kevin Feige actually pointed out is like in the from 2008 to 2019, I think they produced like something like it was like 40 hours of content, like 40 to 48 hours of content. They produced the same amount of content in 3 years after Endgame.
Wow.
Yeah. They've made all of Phase 1, 2, and 3 from the beginning of Iron Man to the end of Endgame. They have made 4 times that amount of content, hours wise, since Endgame, which is bonkers.
Yeah.
Especially when if you take all of what is good out of that, it's not even close.
And to be perfectly honest, like I want that reset. I want it to be that Avengers 1 again. Like, because I remember watching Avengers and I was like, this is one of the most bold things I think they could have done. They followed a formula that worked, and it's fucking killing.
Yeah.
And then the way it culminated, that should have been the end of that story, and they should have tried to actually replicate that in a different storyline with different characters.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that.
Dilly, my question for you, because you are the cosmic entity on the group, what you think about Galactus?
He was kind of short.
Little stubby thing.
At this point, I hope everybody knows that my knowledge of comic books, I think, might actually be the smallest out of at least anybody in this room's. I have had a small amount of exposure to Galactus. For some reason, I don't like us being in the same room. I don't know why.
Yeah, well.
But no, that technically could be spoilers. I can't say that. I actually thought it was very interesting. I didn't dislike any of it. I have no idea other than like his shape, how with the weird fucking hat, how comic accurate he is. I remember seeing in some. I don't know if I can talk about the transportation method he had or not.
I don't think that's a big spoiler.
That's not a spoiler. Okay, so like the shape of his ship. Mm-hmm. I don't know how comic accurate that is or not. I know I've seen something like that before and been like, "Why? I thought he just like floated around." Like I legitimately, until this and like one other time that I can't exactly place, I always thought he just fucked about and just big ass dude floating through the sky.
Well, I do remember, like, so I know Rise of the Silver Surfer. There was like this amorphous space butthole that opens up and that's what Silver Surfer stops.
He flies up in it.
Like he flies up in it, yeah. So, but like we've already kind of mentioned the ship. Like it kind of reminisced of that, but more mechanical. Mm-hmm. It almost like a fusion between the giant space butthole from Transformers '84 to. Wow. Yeah,
there's a memory.
You seem upset. You know,
it looked better though.
Yeah, I try not to think about that movie at all. I was trying to think of like what the worst movie that I've reviewed on the podcast was this year, and I'm pretty sure it's Minecraft.
Oh yeah. I forgot about it.
You had such a fun time.
Like our review was great because it was your Squire James's first time.
It was that part was great.
The review was also great because that's the most shell shocked I've ever seen Ace on an episode. Like even when he reviewed the Marvels by himself.
I wasn't even that because I had to be present.
Yeah.
So that was the most shell shocked I've ever seen you after a movie because I got at the end I just went. Not because I thought the movie was it was amazing or anything. I did enjoy watching it, but I specifically looked right at Ace.
Because
He was sitting right next to me, and like honestly, the only fun I had in that theater was his reaction to what was happening.
I think I was next to James, and we were actually having a great time.
Yeah,
I couldn't with that movie. Like I seen a lot of trash in my day. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't deal with Minecraft.
I like the game Minecraft, but I'm gonna tell you now, and I was telling the homie Joe this during the movie. It's like that movie is so bad. Like Jason Momoa is so bad in that movie that I don't want to see him in anything else.
Damn.
Just for the record, I don't think it's a good movie. I just enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But did I answer your question sufficiently enough?
Yeah, you did.
What did you think about Galactus? Because I will say, the whole movie, I'm sitting there like, I wonder what Ace is thinking about the Surfer, and I wonder what Ace is thinking about Galactus.
right?
I thought about that for two other scenes that I've been wanting to ask about, but I think they technically have enough spoiler and for me not to be able to ask them.
The spoiler section gonna be lit on this
Be
one,
lit.
folks.
Dog, let me tell you, when fucking Jimmy O'Houlihan shows up,
Why'd you spoil how it ends?
In the
my
third
God.
act, everybody's down, and then you just like see somebody walking through the smoke, and we're like, "Who is this?"
Hashtag justice for Jimmy.
Yeah, and then it's the motherfucking Jimmy O'Houlihan, and we were like, "Oh, it's over now, Galactus."
There's so many T-shirt ideas we would make so much bank on, and we're dropping the ball.
I don't know if we're allowed to make some of them.
we can make a Justice for Jimmy shirt.
Yeah.
We can
That could
make
be any Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh boy. But Galactus, again, I was pleasantly surprised, and almost in a similar manner as to how I was surprised pleasantly with Reed. Like they gave a similar level of like depth and cosmic understanding to Galactus here. And I'll be honest, man, Marvel has conditioned me to believe that they don't like to delve deep into like the deep doctrine of Marvel Comics. And like they kind of started to do that here.
I think it was you that I asked about the lore of, and you gave me a 15, 20 minute exposit, which I loved every minute of it. And I retained it for this movie. Mm-hmm. I can't really...
Yeah,
right. But the entire time, like the things were happening, I was like, "Oh my,
I was the same way. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like either somebody's reading comic books or someone is like, "Listen to the Superhero Homies podcast." To see what...
It could be either one.
I mean, so I was very pleasantly surprised. Like just the manner of which they spoke of Galactus. I love his introduction. By the Silver Surfer, by the way, that was one of the many things that was spoiled in the not trailer that they released as well.
Oh, that was one of them?
They put that in there as
Fuck
well.
them.
Yeah. That whole scene they put in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
His intro scene?
Like the monologue?
The surfer introducing him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which introducing on the planet?
The
or
initial
in
arrival.
ship?
Yeah, the initial arrival when we see the surfer come to Earth and that whole scene was also in that spoilerific trailer.
I hate that.
Yep. But when I saw Galactus here, he had that presence, and he was like,
I have
look,
something to say about that in a minute. Continue.
he was like, man, look, I'm hungry, and
I've been hungry.
I've been hungry. As a matter of fact, I'm about to get hangry. And here's like what almost made me laugh, not because like it's like funny in like a ironic or bad sense, just because this is how I always think of Galactus. But whenever you see Galactus get up, just know that if he has to go somewhere, he's bringing an ass whooping with him.
Yeah,
And
he's very much a homebody.
oh yeah, like he likes Silver Surfer to DoorDash his food.
Can you blame him?
Yeah, but if he has to if there's a problem with the order and he has to go to the restaurant, put pants on and
Oh, man.
Not real people pants. I hate having to put real people pants on.
You definitely want him to put on the pants. You know how much damage a Galactus dick can do?
There was so many times Chaz made jokes about Galactus' dick. I died.
Yeah, that's the penis cosmic.
holy shit. What'd you guys think of Galactus?
So,
Well, apparently now I'm thinking about his dick.
I was actually a little worried. Like the look was going to be a little too cartoony because, like, let's face it, the initial artwork of Galactus it's kind of it's not very menacing.
I wouldn't tell it to his face.
No, not at all. But it's not very menacing. This fucker, immediately I got Saravok Anchev vibes. Baldur's Gate 3 villain.
Oh yeah.
The murder tribunal guy. Like, oh my god. Like, just him just sitting on that fucking throne, tubes coming to his back and shit. I'm like, that's daddy right there. We ain't messing with daddy.
I have to say that this is the year that the Hollywood studios finally just embraced the weirdness of comic book movies. They embraced the weirdness of the comic books for the comic book movies, rather.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, in the early 2000s, any Hollywood executive would have shit all over you if you tried to make this movie or Superman. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine what what's his name from Superman Lives?
John Peters.
John Peters would have said about any of this shit.
He's like, where's my spider?
Yeah, there's not even a gray spider.
He'd be like, I don't want to see Galactus with that helmet, that stupid helmet, and I don't want to see him eat any planets either. Who eats planets? Nobody eats planets. He should have some guards on his ship.
Polar bears.
Polar bears.
And also, I think Galactus should be big. He should be like 6'2".
Yeah. Yeah. We should get that John Cena guy to play him.
John Cena.
John Cena is Galactus. No, I will say, I don't know the dude's name that they got to.
Ralph Ineus?
I saw the name, but I
Yeah,
can't.
like I know his voice, and I think I've seen him in some sort of fantasy show. I cannot place it right now.
Well, he fucking killed it because
He did.
I'll be honest, when he first talked the first time, I was like, this is like James Earl Jones level. Like, this voice has something behind it, you know?
You can see
familiar,
it.
actually.
You can see it in the face.
Yeah, you can. I was making a joke, but he looks really familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know he's been in it. I want to say he was in Game of Thrones for like a little henchman
Probably.
scene or something.
Oh, okay. Well, he was in The Witch, Nosferatu.
He was in Harry Potter.
He was in Harry Potter.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Who was he in Guardians? I wonder. The Green Knight, Frankenstein, the one that hadn't come out yet. The Northman. He's been in some stuff.
Yeah, like
Joseph Quinn was in Game of Thrones.
He was in Game of Thrones. That's the first
yeah. So like I think I knew him from Game of Thrones and Harry Potter, but like he's always known for like being like side characters or henchmen. He fucking killed it as Galactus. I enjoyed the hell out of that.
Yeah. He really made you feel like, because like playing Galactus, you don't just assume the role of like somebody who's really powerful. This isn't like a Thanos, which is its own level of difficulty, right?
Right.
But to play Galactus, you have to play. You're not playing a person. You're an entity. You're playing a cosmic force.
It's like somebody trying to cast Lord Beerus.
How do you have that type of gravitas about you? But he managed it really well here.
Honestly, man, if they're going to make a fucking CGI purple cat, this dude could voice him.
Sorry, you looked at me. I for some reason I just didn't expect you to bring up Lord Beerus.
I can just hear this motherfucker being like, what is this pudding? We can't blow up this planet.
It's too good.
This is delicious. Bring me some more of this.
This creature ate all the pudding.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We'll destroy this bitch after all. He just gets cast as, like, typecast as Planet Destroyer.
But see that's the
can't be
thing
that
though.
many of them.
Like you said, like you had to get into that mind frame. You're not a person. You're a world-ending entity that is your sole purpose is to destroy.
The only reason this fucking movie works is because you believe the Fantastic Four and the Surfer and Galactus.
Yep.
None of them ever do anything in the whole movie where you're just like, there's no way they've fucking done that. There's no like this. In so many of these movies, there's always this point where I'm like, oh, some stupid ass Hollywood writer put that in there, and I never felt like that in this movie, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's talk about the action here. This is a superhero movie. I want to caveat just slightly, and don't think that I'm saying this to like soften the blow or anything. I'm not. But the Fantastic Four, the reason why Hollywood has struggled so much with them is that they're not your typical superhero team. They're adventurers, they're scientists, they're astronauts is what they are. And it's not to say that they don't get their hands dirty, because they do when they need to, but they are primarily explorers of a sort. And the movie for me works best when they are leaning into that, which is why I think overall I like the whole movie, but man, I really enjoyed this first half the most, because there's just so much going on that just feels like Fantastic Four. And I say all that just to say this, like the action in this thing, it's not gonna be like this, kind of epic, beat them down, blowout thing that you maybe want to see in like, in an Endgame or Deadpool Wolverine or something like that. This is not that kind of action, or like a Superman. This is the Fantastic Four having these action set pieces built around the things that they are doing, more or less. But I guess I still really enjoy what they had for the action here. They had a chase sequence, which, if you guys have been listening to this podcast for any amount of time,
I didn't think about that.
you would know that I am so sick of chase sequences. But every once in a while, there's a chase sequence that happens, and I'm like, that was really good. I'll be honest, I think the last one was like the Batman chasing out the Penguin.
Oh yeah.
And here, I can't go into spoilers, but there is a chase sequence here, and I'm like, oh, this is like some interstellar shit that we got going on here. Like, I really dig.
Yeah.
where we're
Oh, I
going.
know you're.
Yeah.
That was a really cool fucking
Like,
scene.
honestly, like, you.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
The director, Matt Shackman, actually did reference Interstellar as like a sort of a inspiration for how they did a lot of the space scenes, and you can absolutely see it here. There's at least one shot that's like damn one for one, like, Leo pointing at the TV screen. It's like, okay, this is literally like a shot damn near lifted from Interstellar. It was a nice little tribute.
I do have to add one more thing about Galactus. I've gone on record on this show many times of how I hate kaijus and kaiju fights, anything like that. This is the one time, the one kaiju that I have not hated, and honestly, I was excited about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I'll say about that chase scene, I think it's almost too good from an action standpoint, because it's kind of early in the movie when this happens.
It is,
and the movie never gets back to that. Like the action is so good in this that not that the action is not fine in the rest of the movie, but it never gets back up to this level. And I don't know that necessarily hurts the film, because like you said, this movie actually leans into what the Fantastic Four are about. Thor movie, the bad guy shows up, Thor's like, I'm gonna kick his ass, and he goes out there and kicks his ass. Like, that's how Thor handles things. It's like you said, the Fantastic Four, if they gotta fuck you up, they will, but it's not, that's not like step one.
Right.
no.
You gotta fuck up
step 3.
You gotta fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
For Reed to beat the shit out of you. See Victor Von Doom. You gotta be a habitual line stepper.
Habitual lines.
Another thing that you mentioned in the earlier movies that we watched is how like none of them really felt like a family.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
This movie,
Instantly.
immediately I felt a connection between all 4 of them. They loved and cared about each other, and they were a fucking team. And it made me so happy.
It also wasn't blindly caring for her.
No, it wasn't.
And you could tell from start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before we go further, and before I forget about it again, I have to say about the Interstellar callback stuff. It's increasingly gotten kind of worse. Anytime there's like space scenes in movies, I start to freak out a little bit. There's too much like nothing. My fear of heights and fear of void intermingle. It's bad. I forgot about it partway into that scene. I realized about 3/4 of the way done, I was like, oh, I'm not freaking out anymore. Oh, this is cool. And I went right back into it because it was still going. So, like, fucking kudos to them for that, because that's not an easy thing to do. Fuck, there was another thing I really enjoyed. I guess to hit on the action thing from somebody who, again, doesn't know about who they are, I felt like I didn't even realize there was less action until you brought it up, because it felt natural for this movie and how they played the characters and portrayed them and all that. That, oh, they're not just going to be like, oh, God. You know, they're actually going to science it.
Nobody went, we introduced these 11 characters throughout the movie, and there's only the really one bad guy, and he's kind of a martial artist, so why don't we have a giant CGI dragon? Like, no one ever did that, you know?
That's oddly specific, Caleb.
Yeah.
He looks upset.
Yeah.
So remember how I said I hate kaijus? That is a perfect example of how not to do it.
It's the action serviced the story. The story didn't service the action.
Yeah.
Nobody went, we have to have this giant set piece. And don't get me wrong, there is a giant set piece, and it is cool as fuck. But it's not cool as fuck because the bad guys hit people real hard or whatever. You know, but I will say that while we're speaking on this, by far the best showing of, I think, all of their powers except for maybe the Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they actually, oddly enough, gave him less things to clobber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a little touch on that little point where you're talking about, like, blow things up and shit like that. I do love the fact that they kind of teased that, like, fucked around with that a little bit with Reed when he's teaching that class.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, none of the kids are paying attention. It's like, who wants to see something blow up? And then he's like, bam!
Which technically spoiled, but not really.
Not really. That was no.
I more put that for anybody out there being like, oh, no. It's not.
It's
Shut up.
really not.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Those people left at the, they're not outraged about, Silver Surfer having a vagina.
Are people still actually upset about that?
Yeah, dude, people are upset about it.
Really?
See, like, and again, like, the only Silver Surfer I'm really know anything about is the first Silver Surfer in the first movie.
Same, originally.
And, like, I think I may have read one comic as a kid, and I don't remember it. Yeah. I just remember thinking he was cool as shit because he had a surfboard.
Surfer is cool as shit, and it is probably before the surfboard, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not discrediting that whatsoever. I'm just saying, like, so I don't even know, like, how, like, why they're so upset, I guess. I just figured maybe there were multiple surfers.
Well, the reason why people were upset, not saying this is my viewpoint, but from, like, the comic book readers who are upset is because the surfer, I laugh because there's actually a scene in the movie with Denzel Washington talking about Jack Kirby's Silver Surfer and how that's the only Silver Surfer. It's a wild fucking scene. I forget what movie it is, but yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, but anyways, it's just because with these superhero characters, you gotta think, unless you're like, an A-list, A-tier character, chances are if you've seen your favorite character on the big screen, it's probably going to be a little bit limited. Mm-hmm. And so people for years have probably been waiting to see like an actual good interpretation of the Silver Surfer. And they probably want to see the version that they've read about all these years.
If anybody feels that, it's me.
You get it.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
and I understand what they mean. Like, don't get me wrong. Would I have loved to have seen like Norrin Rad, that OG version of Silver Surfer? Absolutely. But the version we got, Charlotte Ball, who is his wife.
Yeah. So, and again, like, so something that we've all kind of like, especially with the past movies up until now, like we've kind of already established in the MCU that multiple universes exist. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't there be a version, a universe where his wife becomes the Silver Surfer and he dies?
Yeah. Well, there can be. I think the issue is, will we ever see the Norrin Rad version?
Yeah.
That's not just to say this. I really like the version that we got. I think that they did really good here with Charlotte Ball, more so than her 6 pages
Yeah.
of her being the Silver Surfer in the comic books.
I mean, she is a better Norrin Rad than Norrin Rad was in the fucking Rise of the Silver Surfer movie.
So this might be partly just to see if I can make people mad, but to all those that are still upset about it, go touch some grass.
Yeah, agree. Her we talked about how like some of the action's kind of muted for the family members. Hers is not.
Oh, no.
Her action is amazing, and probably because guess what? We're gonna see a lot of these 4 main characters. They're gonna be all through Doomsday. They're gonna be all through Secret Wars, and guess what? They probably gonna be around after that. Like you're gonna see a lot of them in the MCU. You can really tell that they left a lot on the table to do with these characters in the future.
And I don't hate that.
No, absolutely not. The movie's called First Steps. Like, this is literally the first intro of these characters that they intend to be a central pillar of the MCU going forward. They needed all of these characters to work. I mean, they're doing Doomsday, you know?
Yeah.
So, they kind of need the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Secret Wars, too, you know? They kind of need...
Yeah, we're like an hour and 10 minutes into this review, and we haven't even vaguely referenced our thoughts on the plot here, which is always a difficult thing in the spoiler-free section, but
especially for this movie.
Especially for this movie. Yeah, I didn't know what they were gonna do when Kang and Thanos teamed up to, you know. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, but anyways,
you're gonna have to edit that one out.
Oh, my bad. Damn.
When Galactus was like, "Yeah, I spawned Kang out of my left nut and Thanos out of my right nut,"
and Reed was like, "We need to ultimately nullify his nutsack to save the universe." Yeah,
Reed would say some shit like that. At least this Reed would.
But what you guys think of the plot here? Was it serviceable? Was it good? Was it bad? What'd you think of it?
I didn't think it was. It's really tough, right? Because coming right off of Superman, I don't love this as much as I love Superman, but a lot of that has to do with like different kind of meta things, right? But I don't have any like major issues with the plot at all. I mean, I thought it was quite good.
I have something to say about the plot, but I have to wait. But the general consensus is I enjoyed it very much.
Okay.
That was actually a tickle in my throat. I wasn't trying to like move in, but if you wanted to go, we've been kind of doing like doot sometimes.
I was waiting for your remarks anyway.
Okay. As random not comic book nerd guy, I feel like the pacing on it was a bit fast for me to properly say, because you watch a movie once, it's been a few hours, 3 hours ish since we left the theater, and we ate during that time, so like the proper mental digestion hasn't really happened, right? But aside from it possibly being like a lot of stuff all at once for a casual fan, I really didn't have any issues at all. Like, I don't even have like a thing I can't say until the second half, or like I thought it was nice.
So, and to touch on that point, like,
Don't you touch my point?
No touchy.
You said it was kind of it could be a lot for a casual viewer, but my thing is I feel like more stuff needs to be that way.
You could be right. I'm not saying that's
like
a bad
I think
thing.
it's more of like survival of the fittest, get good, that kind of stuff. Like, if you need to know, fucking go read. If not, just watch the fucking movie and be happy.
Like, the thing that people don't get about like why James Gunn was so successful with Guardians of the Galaxy is, and it's the same reason that One Piece on Netflix is so successful. You're making a thing, you're adapting a thing, and that thing is fucking weird. You can't take the ingredients out of the soup until you just have this fucking tasteless gruel that anybody can just lap up, right? Mm-hmm. No one's gonna want it. So you have to embrace the weirdness of it. When a motherfucker in One Piece has fucking random pink bunny ears in the anime, guess what? They got random pink bunny ears in the Netflix adaptation. Are they going to explain it? Absolutely fucking not. This movie is kind of in that same vein where it's just like, okay, yeah, this dude rides around in a giant mechanical space butthole and eats planets. And if he doesn't get his goddamn planets, he gets real fucking angry. You either accept that or, you bought the wrong ticket. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I remember, I think it was you and I reviewed, I think even Kevin reviewed Umbrella Academy Season 1.
Oh, yeah.
You talked to me about how weird, like, the comic is.
It's an acid trip.
And like, how they had to water it down. See that?
Yeah.
You have to make it, sometimes you have to make it digestible.
Yes.
Sure.
However, it still needs to be weird as fuck, and it was.
And it was. Yeah.
I mean, if they'd have just one for one adapted All-Star Superman, we would not have been talking about how the box office blew people away and shit. As a matter of fact, that Rotten Tomatoes score might look more like fan foresting.
Ooh.
Because that shit is weird, son.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's great. Weird. It's great, but like, you got to sit down at the beginning of that and have a conversation with yourself. And just be like, just don't think about it, Morty.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't think about it.
That has me thinking about the likes of Eternals, which is another Jack Kirby project. But you can't tell by watching that movie. Like, you watch, it's so weird. You watch this Fantastic Four movie and you're like, wow, this has Jack Kirby's DNA all over it. And then at the end of the movie, like, hey guys, we want to pay tribute to Jack Kirby. But you watch Eternals, which was like 100% made by Kirby, and like there's none of his soul in that movie at all. Because there's none of his trace, none of his ideas are in that movie. And so, like, that's another case of them really trying to remove what makes something work and then trying to do it themselves. And as a result, they end up with a box office flop.
The Eternals is the if the glove don't fit, you must acquit of comic book adaptations. Like, no, there's no way Jack Kirby had anything to do with this.
I'll say I found it interesting as a concept, but even I knew nothing about the Eternals. Even after watching the movie, though, at the end I was like, "What happened?"
Yeah, I was the same way. Like, I didn't even hear their review or anything like that. I was just like, maybe I'll watch this. The fuck was that?
I mean, there's like a burly gay space engineer, and I liked that, but I can't tell you anything else I liked about that movie.
He was
lovely.
Yeah.
There was a post from like a couple months ago that said, "Gun to your head, name all the Eternals," and I was like, I'm a comic book nerd. And I don't even know. I might be dead. Like, I can name like maybe 4 or 5 of them, and I'm done.
I'm definitely dead. I couldn't name one.
I'd be like Tyrus, Gemini,
Angelina Jolie,
Lincoln Logs,
I'd start naming
Rob Stark.
I'd start naming them off of what I remember from the movie, but it wouldn't be their fucking names.
Yeah.
It'd be like, that one was actually, now I'm blanking on the Greek god's name.
So it's
that one was Hephaestus.
It's Makari who was Mercury. There's
I don't remember.
Sad Superman.
The engineer who was Hephaestus.
There's Icarus who was Ike Harris.
That's
went too
Sad
close to the
Superman.
sun.
Yeah. Huh?
Icarus is Sad Superman.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Zack Snyder must have loved that character.
Well, I mean, I guess we should make it like proper. All right, we'll keep going.
Fastos, Makari, Icarus,
Ashley Larry. Actually, that movie would have been way more
interesting.
The worst part is, 1, I would not know one way or the other. 2, I don't know how many there are.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be looking at the person like,
Cersei, Athena, fuck.
Honestly, the way I'd get out of it would be like, you know what? Just shoot me in the eyes right now so I don't have to think about that movie.
Yeah.
They'd be like, right answer.
Yeah, it's more like have to think about this movie for a solid 2.5 minutes or just die.
Just
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Holy shit.
We haven't talked about the soundtrack, although actually there's no soundtrack. This movie actually has a score, which is kind of rare for a comic book movie these days.
Oh.
Most of them have soundtracks. This one actually has a score.
I do like scores.
They have Pavloved the shit out of us.
Wrong button.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, they only really hit that like 3 times,
I thought it was 4.
but they hit the notes. They hit they hit the notes a lot.
They did.
Yeah.
And every time they do it, the movie's just like, ha ha, bitch, I know you sang it to yourself.
Yeah, it was crazy, right? Because it's again, we have been on this Fantastic Four journey for 4 months. We didn't.
Has it been 4?
We didn't plan it that way, but
Well, it's been 5 because we did like 1 a month.
Yeah, so now this is the 5th month.
True, yeah.
Dodged it.
But
but this. First Steps button has been here for a good while, you know, and so like we have also Pavloved ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I didn't do shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you're the main person that presses that. Like 98 out of 100
I blame
presses.
both of you.
yeah, I haven't pressed that button once because I'm way the fuck over here.
That's the only reason.
I'm just
Maybe.
saying.
I had to be able to be like, yeah, he's the only one out of it.
But there was a bunch of times during the movie they'd be like, dun, 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 and I'd be like, you motherfucker.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did that constantly. It was good.
But I liked the score. I either didn't notice it, or when I did notice it, I was like, oh, this is good.
So, and see that. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Dylan.
I was like, I actually have a thing for this based on a podcast I listened to, an audio drama, not another. I'm not cheating on you guys. But they one of the video editors for or the sound editor, for that one, said a good score is something that you most of the time don't even realize you're hearing.
Yeah.
And whenever you said it has a score, I was like, oh shit, it does. Which for me means it kind of passes that mark.
Right.
Where like if it was pulled away, yes, I would lose something. It would not be nearly the same, but I'm not conscious of it. It all just makes it
Right,
organic.
until you hit those moments that you need it. It's just
Where it
like
swells.
it's just like in game when that fucking the Avengers music hits. It's like fuck that. See, that's what I need. Like, and I'm so glad that they actually did that in this movie. Like, and I feel like more like, especially with the groups, like the new Avengers, and they should have their own score that actually fits them. Like Superman, for one, everybody knows the Superman score.
Yeah.
And they did very well in the Superman movie. Yeah. They did it very well here as well. And I love stuff like that.
That's one of the things that, for all their attempts, like, please, for the love of God, like, when they make this fucking X-Men movie, use the fucking score from the animated series that everyone loves. I think they will, because they used it in the Marvels.
Oh, yeah.
And they also used it in Doctor Strange too, I believe. Like, I think they play it when Professor X rolls up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they actually didn't play Roland. They played...
or Roll Out by Ludacris. Did they play that?
Roll out.
I got my twin Glock 40.
God damn.
Oh, now the video's flagged.
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
Bruh.
Damn it, man. Damn.
Treating the podcast like it's your mom's. This is what I call music CD. I can't take credit for that joke. That's actually a Pete Davis joke, but still.
Let me tell you, I am so happy that we had a very short cold open. We went right into this thing. We're an hour and 20 minutes in, and we're still talking about this movie. We're still in the spoiler free section. Mm-hmm. Are we ready to score it?
We are. Let's go ahead and score this thing and talk about some spoilers. Who, Dylan, you go first.
Yeah, I think we already actually decided on the last episode that you were going to go first.
Did we? Well, great. Good idea that I figured it out earlier.
When I say we, I mean me and Ace. It was during the Ironheart review.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think it'll actually be and I'm always kind of bad at picking this stuff out, but I think I'm going to hit it at a 8.5 because I wanted to do 9, but I was like, I feel like it's the like bliss afterwards of being like, oh, it's a good Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
So I'm subtracting a 0.5 because I think it's so good, as weird as that might sound.
That tracks. I'm right there with you, Dylan. I also scored.
Well, yeah, you're next to me.
Oh yeah, I didn't know if you were aware because of your cosmic being.
I'm everywhere at once, but yeah,
Gotcha.
this me is very special right now because it's next to you.
Omnipresent. Gotcha. Cool. I also had it scored at an 8.5.
Hell yeah.
I thought this movie was, I mean, it's great. To say it's the best Fantastic Four movie is a disservice to this movie.
I agree.
Yes. Yes.
And it's like, you know, like I know an 8.5 isn't perfect, but technically there is no such thing as a perfect movie. Mm-hmm. But it's like there are like little minor things, you know, for me that kind of bring it down a bit. But it doesn't bring it down enough for me to not say that this is a great movie. Like, this movie is still tremendous. And I think if you're on the fence about watching this movie, if we haven't convinced you yet, because we've had very little negative things to say about this movie in an hour and 25 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Which we're normally real good at that.
Oh, yeah. So if you guys are on the fence, definitely go see this. It is incredible. It is what it needs to be. It's the best Fantastic Four movie since The Incredibles.
Yeah, actually,
Damn.
somebody was like, "Isn't Mole Man a Incredibles villain?" And I was like, "They might be, but they originally a Fantastic Four villain." So
There is some
I'll
sort of
put-
mole creature at the very end of one of them.
yeah,
I'll put a spoiler right there. It's cool.
that's not a spoiler.
It's really not that much of a spoiler, dude.
That's not a spoiler.
That's as much of one. I mean, it's more as his like scene thing, like his.
Mole Man? Okay.
Not a spoiler.
I said it was more than his, but I mean his is it's technically
cool.
near that
We're,
same.
we're near the spoiler section anyway.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
consider that to be a spoiler. That's like a well-known thing that
That the Mole Man was in this movie.
yeah.
That was not well known. I watched all the trailers. That shit was
I only
not
watched
well
the first one. It just because it wasn't in the trailers, like the casting was announced. Like, yeah, that was the whole thing. I'm just saying.
known. All right.
The more he talks, the more I'm actually on your side.
Like this shit.
Not
Okay,
a spoiler. Anyway, it's also in the first fucking 3 seconds of the goddamn movie, so you know it'll be all right.
It is true.
And he comes back and the fuck it.
Oh well, not now. See now.
Oh,
That was a spoiler.
show
Yeah,
me-
that was a
show
spoiler.
me-
See now we're
spoiler.
Shall we scooch over a little more closer to that line before we start saying more spoilers accidentally?
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I agree with you guys. Like, honestly, saying this is like, it'd be like saying that Chris Evans is the best cat in America back in like 2010. You know what I mean? Like yeah, okay, duh. Like, is it the best Fantastic Four movie? Yes. Is it also great? Even if they hadn't made any of those other ones? Yeah. Like Jack Kirby, I think would be proud of this movie. I think Stan Lee would be proud of this movie. Like I think both of them would have really liked this. I got it a little higher than you guys. I have it at 8.8. That's kind of the first score that came to mind walking out of the movie, and I haven't really changed it. Superman, I had it at a 9 when the movie ended, and we sat here and talked about it for 40 minutes, and I bumped it up to a 9 too. Because like I was just like, damn, I really like that. But yeah, I'll hold it like an 8.8. Honestly, I think every issue I have with this movie is probably more about what it doesn't do. It's just like, this is very much, you know, the title says everything. It's first steps, right? Like, I just feel like there was more that they could have done with these characters, and obviously they plan to do with these characters. We just have to wait a fuck all amount of time to get it now. And then, you know, the other issues that I do have with it, I can't really talk about until the second half.
So I'm actually going to rate the highest in this. I walked out of the theater with a 9 in my head. But then the more I thought about it, and the more hype I've been for this movie, and honestly, I think I told everybody this, at least before we got on the podcast, is that this series that we have done of all of them actually made the movie better for me. I mean, clearly, yes, it is an amazing movie. It is definitely, and again, duh, it's the best Fantastic Four movie. But, I mean, I bought a fucking Fantastic Four shirt just to wear to this movie.
Same.
Yeah. So,
Mine's better than his, but
I'm actually...
I forgot to.
You know what? I'm actually going to say, because of those reasons, I'm going 9.2.
Oh,
Man. Okay.
look at him.
Look at him.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever scored anything that high.
I don't know about that. I don't think you have, Dylan.
See, he says that he comes on here to review trash all the time, but you're the one who really...
Yeah, fucking tell me about it. What the fuck did I do?
Hey, look, we finally had you on for a good movie.
How long is it taking?
Let's not focus on that.
Listen, in 2037, when we review Isles of the Emberdark, you can come on for that.
I better be on another fucking Cosmere one before that.
And honestly, I'm catching up, so I would like to be on one too.
Oh, okay.
Get in line.
Yeah. I just want to go ahead and tell you now. I can't have the conversation with either of the girls of like, oh, you guys can't be on the Stormlight review. I will get stabbed. So if you got one of you guys want to inform them, you're more than welcome to.
I'm not allowed on the committee.
Okay.
You have to fill out committee form 278-B.
I keep trying to do it, and they keep being like, "Oh, well, it's actually," and then they like mess up my form.
See, here's the thing: once you fill out that form, then they tell you have to have the 38-2.
Yep.
No, normally after that they say, "How do you keep getting in here?"
That's true.
Oh shit.
We're moseying.
Yeah.
One last thing before we go over the line, because this doesn't technically need to be in the spoiler free. I like that they turned the fucking lights on for movies again. Like everything's not dark as shit.
Oh, you didn't mean like a Brendan turned the lights on? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, the lights were off.
Did did y'all talk about that on the podcast?
No.
Oh my
No,
god.
because we had already reviewed Superman.
Yeah, because it wasn't for that one. So
That's fair.
That
The
was
review
another
was
reason
out
why I wanted to bring it up, because of the double joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes me a little getting used to, but once I settle in, it's fine. I do actually prefer it be dark in the theaters.
Just because you're like Batman.
I think he meant on the screen.
Oh,
Right? That's what you meant, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that the movies aren't just literally dark as fuck.
yeah.
Now I will actually say, like, my preferred way of watching, I actually would have been like darker than it was. It was a little lighter in the theater this time around, ironically.
I think they've been doing that for a little while now. I'm not sure why. Maybe I always think, is it for active gun shooters? That's gonna help them.
Well, actually,
I never even thought of that.
actually, what I think it is the screen, because the movie is brighter, the screen is brighter, and so it shines onto the.
That could be it.
For
But
the room.
I think I've seen it with like even darker movies, but I don't really know. I haven't paid that much attention.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm with you. It's like I want that to be the only source of light in that entire place. For safety reasons, they can't do that.
I get
but
it.
if it were up to me, yeah, the screen, the projector, that's the only light in the whole fucking place. Take everybody's cell phone.
I mean, that was the way it was in the Thompson Theater. That's because they didn't have any other lights.
It's not safe.
I wonder if it's still like that. They remodeled it.
Oh, really? I haven't been to Thompson in years.
They late though. I think they just got Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, yeah, they've always
shit.
been that way, though.
Yeah.
They've always been that way.
Yeah, and they only got the one screen.
Oh, damn, they lost one of them?
Well, I think they just redid they remodeled one, and the other one, is probably still.
Ooh.
Man, so before we get to the spoiler field section, we're gonna do a little bit of moseying here.
We've been moseying.
Hey, listen.
I'm listening.
Thank you, Dylan.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Fuck you, Oz.
I'm just saying, we just brought up our childhood hometown theater.
Yeah, here's the thing though. No one gives a fuck about that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we here to talk about.
Man, he's gonna try and reach it. Don't let him.
No, I won't.
if I'm not fast enough to stop Oz from hitting the button from way over there, then maybe.
Hold up.
God,
Violation.
that's a direct violation.
Oh shit, that wasn't even your treat.
It's my drink.
I was
Violation.
wondering why he was
That's why he said, hold up.
If you gonna throw a drink at him, I didn't finish that one. Throw that one at him.
All right, fine.
I'm in crosshairs.
Steal fucking one of Junior's drinks. He got vodka in both them bottles.
Leave Junior's.
I was like, Junior gonna beat your ass.
That's why I wanted to take it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, what the fuck were you saying?
What the fuck was I saying?
Oh, I was gonna say you had a point here, but
You were moseying.
moseying.
Yeah. All right, so
Sam Jackson.
Sam Jackson, motherfuckers.
Surprise,
I don't know where
motherfucker.
the fucking got me so bad. The worst part is you had no context, so I can't even help you.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I had this thought in the back of my mind throughout the entire viewing First Steps, and that is, man, this retro, futuristic '60s thing it's a cool vibe. The racism has got to be out of this world. It's got to be crazy here. I just had that feeling, couldn't shake it.
Okay.
Such
I mean,
an interesting thing to just be like, here's this on the table. There you go.
They seem to be pretty nice to Ben, and he's a rock monster.
Yeah, it's like he's one of the good ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I see.
Huh.
We actually didn't talk about this in the spoiler-free section, like just how cool this world was. They really nailed the Jetsons vibe.
For sure.
I like how all the technology and shit is all like some Reed bullshit.
Yeah, like everything that's technology based is something he made.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as like a shade.
Yeah, this motherfucker built his own MRI and everything.
What's really cool here is that they're celebrities, and that's kind of how the Fantastic Four are treated in the comic books because of like their public personas and whatnot. They are treated kind of as celebrities.
It's the opposite of the X-Men.
Opposite of the X-Men. A little fucked up, Go back to my racist point earlier.
Yeah. There's four of the good ones.
Yeah, those four are the good ones. If only the X-Men would just say, we got hit by cosmic rays too, we promise.
Yeah.
We're totally up there.
If they weren't born like that,
yeah, that's different.
That's different.
That's right. That Spider-Man, he can be all right. Those dirty mutants, absolutely not.
Yeah, get them out of here.
Get them out of here.
I've seen a few of those posts lately, and I would just go, oh.
Yeah.
This is making me uncomfortable.
Oh, that's good.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Besides abhorrent racism, well, what else do we want to talk about?
What do you guys think about Herbie?
Oh, we didn't mention Herbie at all.
I fucking loved him.
I will say, like, this isn't a spoiler, but like every time he turned around, he said, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
there was one moment, like at the end.
I think he really did.
At first, I thought maybe I just heard that because of me. But no, I talked to Domi Brennan, and he definitely thought he heard it.
He was definitely there. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was more like, but he definitely said the cadence. What the fuck? We all know what it sounds like. Also, it popped me that he runs on goddamn cassette tape.
That was So I loved that, but at the same time, the more like tinkering brain of me be like, motherfucker, I know you have a better source.
That is fair. Like he would have a better source, but
like live your life, do your thing. It's fucking great, love him, but like just a little bit was like,
Well, the one thing is like they don't have to rewind him. You could tell Reed had made it where the shit just constantly will feed through. There was at least that.
Here's the crazy part. That is still very futuristic for the 60s.
Yeah.
Cassette tapes were not a thing then.
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. I like the fact that he had a little cubby
He did.
He did look up.
in the ship. Yeah,
Yeah.
a little cubby.
No, Herbie, I can definitely see Marvel just 4 years ago. Herbie would have been on my fucking nerves in this movie.
Oh God, yeah.
But no, he was actually all right with me in this movie.
Like actually a valued member of the team.
Yeah.
Herbie, if they would have released this in Phase 4, Herbie would have stopped Galactus. Accidentally.
Right.
Herbie actually kind of reminds me of R2.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit.
He's like R2 and Wally had a robot butt sex baby.
Jesus Christ.
With a cassette player as a toy.
Yeah.
That is way dirtier than hay.
Yeah. Right. I'm a little uncomfortable now.
Are we ready to talk about some spoilers?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. So
Let's
if you guys,
go.
You guys are still listening. That means that you are down to clown with some spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then pause this review, get the fuck out of here, go watch the movie, do what you need to do, and then come back and hit play.
You have been warned.
You have been warned. All right. Where do we want to start with these spoilers?
I don't even know. I don't even know where to start.
I think it was the right call to cut Red Ghost out of the movie for the most part.
I don't know
Who the
where he
fuck's
would have
Red
fit.
Ghost?
So there was a small moment in the beginning during the montage where they were like, and they stopped Red Ghost. And
I remember hearing it, but I don't know who that is.
And they like yeeted that ape into the ocean.
That was dope.
Wild.
And honestly, it was one of the coolest moments for like seeing Reed's power, like him stretching out, swinging back in, and then like elastic banded that shit. That was great.
They reference it again in the cartoon.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Fuck this movie's post-credit scenes.
Kinda, yeah.
I actually probably would have been at a 9 with Oz, like a high 9 or higher with Oz, But the post-credit scenes in this movie just pissed me the fuck off.
Like, the first one wasn't that bad.
I enjoyed the
second
first one.
was-
The second one was kind of pointless.
I thought they were going to do something else with it afterwards. You know, like, oh, click it off,
Yeah.
and then something else, and then it just clicked. I was like, oh.
Oh, it's just
Did you did that a little early.
They click it off and it's Doom. Man, get this bullshit off my screen.
That's what I was hoping. I was hoping we would actually see Robert Downey Jr. sitting there and just be like, man,
Watch this on Liberia TV.
yeah, why? Yeah.
Oh,
I
like,
did love the empty chair.
the empty chair, and like I looked down at Caleb and Ace, but I don't know if y'all saw me. I went,
I did.
Latveria.
I was looking down too.
yeah, because I was just like,
I didn't do that. I don't know if you heard some giggling off to the right here. That was me.
Latveria.
Liberia.
Yeah, I like that he didn't attend the meeting. He's like, fuck
I was
that.
like, everybody, but that motherfucker.
He's like, we already got peace. Because I said we got peace.
Because I said, if I say there's peace, goddamn it, there's peace.
Yeah. We will have order.
Even if it kills you. Yeah.
And it was interesting what they did there because they didn't just pan by the Liberia chair. They like stopped, zoomed, and then they moved.
In case you didn't miss this, all right.
What do y'all think? Well, first of all, we know there's a Liberia. Can we assume that there is a Victor Von Doom?
I would assume.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I kind of hope that the Victor Von Doom we get as Doom and Doomsday does not come from this universe because, you know, what the fuck was he doing? like if the whole planet finds out that fucking Galactus is coming to eat the planet, Victor Von Doom is not going to be like, I'm sure Reed will handle it.
Yeah, no.
Well, see, here's the thing. They kind of alluded to that because they showed his empty chair.
Yeah, but, I mean, he would have been doing something. I mean, shit. He probably would have actually reached out to Reed to work with him, to be honest with you, or even if he was going to fuck him over.
Yeah.
So,
Or he would have been like, I'm going to steal that baby and give it to Galactus.
Yeah, one of the two.
yeah, he definitely would have shown up fucking earlier in the end credit scene. I almost wonder if, because I didn't really think about it. Didn't think that deep about it. Don't know the comics. I know a lot more about Fantastic Four now because of you guys, but I wonder if that's going to be right. Maybe they do have a Victor Von Doom, but he's not Doom.
Yeah.
And he's just in Latveria fucking, you know.
Yeah, he's just hanging.
Yeah.
And then this Doctor Doom is actually like an alternate universe one. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I can dig that.
I think he should be from a
Take
different
notes.
world. I don't think he should be 616 because there's a lot that comes with that, right? You have to explain a lot. The main reason that Fantastic Four was not 616 is like they can't have been around all this time,
And yeah, like it was kind of like
Okay,
the
so that's
Captain Marvel. Like, where the fuck were you, bitch? Like during all of that. And
Yeah.
they had some explanation for her. The goddamn Eternals, you guys were literally sent here to make sure that hashtag Thanos can't happen. You literally, your sole reason to be here is to protect the Earth against Thanos and Thanos adjacent shit. And
you did nothing.
you showed up after the fact. You are literally fucking Kara showing up to help Kal-El grow up.
And now he's older than you.
And he older than you and grown. And all you can do is go get drunk as shit and play with your dog.
What a life.
Yeah, I am so curious about Doom. I will say this. There's one reason why I hope that he is from that same universe as the Fantastic Four, and that's because I want there to already be a relationship between Reed and Doom.
Yeah, and like honestly, that I'm in that same boat. Like, yeah, I don't like. Don't get me wrong, an alternate Doom would be fucking dope, but like, I need that connection.
Yeah.
Like, I need that to actually make it believable for me.
I definitely want there to be something there. Like, I won't hate it if he's from this universe. Like, I'd be alright with it. I'd rather him be from this universe than 616.
Yeah.
Because if he's from 616, that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, especially since he is RDJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody would be like, did somebody clone Tony Stark? Like, what?
Yeah, like it does not make any sense, and also that would ruin any kind of setup they have when he goes to 616, and they're like, "Hey, Tony, I thought you were dead." I'm not Tony. Like, you don't get that.
I want him to be from the Fox universe. I want him to be like, I had to sit through 2 Dark Phoenix storylines. I'm about to kill all these motherfuckers.
You know what? I wouldn't judge him.
You know,
And then Deadpool shows up like, shit, dude.
we haven't done this yet officially, I don't think, but I guess rest in peace to Julius McMahon, who played the Fox version of Victor Von Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just a week ago?
Yeah, about a week
Jesus.
ago.
About a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many people.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he was it a heart attack or something?
I think so.
Yeah, he was only like what, 61?
54. I think.
54.
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah,
Shit,
he was young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said
so-
small. I meant young.
But yeah, so Doom is going to be interesting. So for those of you, I assume you guys have seen the movie and the post-credit scene, but if you haven't and you're just a renegade listening, at the end of the movie, the post-credit scene is Sue going to check on little Franklin, and there is a figure cloaked in green with a mask in his hand kneeling down next to Franklin.
It's not RDJ.
No.
I will say, I actually could have done without him holding the mask in his hand.
Yeah.
I wonder why he was doing that.
I think it was to show the kid.
Yeah, it was definitely, like, all right, so
Scary mask.
scary mask, take it off, but
Yeah,
at the
he'll
same
have a scary
time,
face under it.
also, and again, from a cinematic point of view, showing the mask lets you know exactly who it is. And they're not trying, like, I mean,
I
yeah.
think we had enough context clues.
I mean, I agree. That's what I'm saying.
The start of this movie showed that they thought the viewers knew what the fuck was going on a little bit.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I definitely agree with you. I'm just saying, like, that is my only theory for that.
Yeah, I really hated these post-credit scenes, especially because for Thunderbolts, asterisk, New Avengers, we actually got a fucking legit, like, kind of sneak peek at Doomsday, filmed on the Doomsday set by the Russos. And given that, you would think that for this movie, we would have got something very similar, like, okay, maybe we get to see that scene from their point of view.
That would have been cool.
Or any sort of indication as to why the fuck they end up in 616.
Yeah, like I was thinking like maybe that's how the end fight with Galactus was gonna go. They don't beat him, and they get sucked into it, or they choose to go through it to try to figure out a way to stop him in another different universe. That's what I was thinking.
Which now that we're in the spoiler section, I 100% think that is where Galactus and the Surfer were sent.
Oh, 100%. 616, they are definitely there.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, and
Yes, it is.
and I think that is why they are going to be coming on the ship in the Thunderbolts asterisk New Avengers post credit scene is to be like, hey guys, we accidentally warped fucking Planet Eater over here into your universe, and he is real hungry for our Earth and hasn't eaten one yet.
So my theory is that Doom actually kidnaps the baby, goes to 616 to give it to Galactus, and that's why the Fantastic Four chase him to get there. That's what I think happens.
I feel like that'd be a little weak in my opinion.
I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think Victor would give a fuck now that Galactus is gone. I mean, he might still want the baby, but not for that.
He wanted the baby for the powers for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you know.
Spoiler.
But isn't a big part of Secret Wars the more modern one, right, where Doom gets the power cosmic?
It's both.
Oh, it's both of them. Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know he did that.
And
the power. What?
the power cosmic. That's what Galactus gives.
Oh,
to make,
okay.
So in the original Secret Wars, she actually usurps the power of the Beyonder, I believe, to fight Galactus.
Yeah.
And then in the more modern one, he usurps the powers of the Beyonders again.
Yeah.
To reshape the universe. And it ends actually with the Fantastic Four and Franklin, of course, stopping Doom, and then they're like, okay, well, we need to put the universe back right, and then that's how we got like a soft reboot in Marvel Comics.
Yeah. Is that the one where Reed just beats the dog shit out of him?
Reed, he teleports Doom into this room, and he's like, and Doom's like, what the fuck is this place? And Reed goes, there are no powers here, nothing works, no technology. Put your motherfucking hands up.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't stretch no more. Still gonna beat your ass.
Yeah.
So, you said it was 616? Isn't there already a Galactus in that universe? Isn't he like now? Let me preface this a little bit more before I could feel them and you a little bit raring up.
No.
If I remember correctly from your statement, Galactus's power set technically always existed beforehand. He was a scientist from a different universe before who managed to get to the end of the universe, like heat death or whatever, and the reignition and the Big Bang of the next one. They kind of like fused with his ship and took in all of the like things need to die, destroy energy, the ruin, and is now like a conduit for that.
Yep.
Is that a all universe specific event?
That is, every universe. So here's the thing, though, is that, like, if it's a matter of timelines, then it's the same Galactus.
Oh, yeah.
If it is technically a different universe, then I don't know how MCU is going to play it. I don't know if they're going to go with there's a Galactus in every universe, or there's just one Galactus type.
And he's just bouncing between universes.
I mean, he's probably strong enough.
They could go with the whole was it like Nexus being or whatever, where like there's just one Galactus for all universes, basically.
They could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, by all technical accounts, the Galactus is definitely a Nexus being in the sense that he is going to happen in every single universe, every single time. You know, you can't escape it. What also is interesting is that in the comics, Franklin is the one who was set up to be the next Galactus.
Well, I mean, they're playing up to that in this one.
Yeah, in this one, I guess kind of they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
He does it like twice, I think.
Yeah, I know he says that like if he consumes the baby, then that will quench his hunger or whatever.
No, he said sorry, I could technically be wrong with this, but he said the baby would consume his hunger.
Yeah, that's how
and
like so
he would finally be able to rest.
Yeah,
so motherfucker's dog tired and wants to die.
That's the way I saw it, is that like he basically was going to give the hunger to Franklin.
Oh.
And then he could just, I guess, go fucking watch back through Stranger Things or whatever. I don't know.
I mean, or go sort of farm like Thanos did.
He's like, I can finally watch One Piece without having to go eat a planet between episodes. Shit was gonna take forever.
That's a lot of planets.
He a hungry boy.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, and again that tracks for Franklin's role in the universe. It is inevitable. One day Franklin will become Galactus. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I don't know how to feel about the fact that you said I was the Franklin of this.
What? Nah, come on.
I mean, you resonated
it's a
with
job.
the void, so.
And I do wonder though,
I was in with Bob too.
Yep, Bob and Franklin. I do wonder though, like, because we all agree, right? Marvel has got to be done with the killing off all of the pivotal villains shit.
Oh God, yes, please.
Like, if we never see Galactus again or Silver Surfer again, that will be fucking criminal.
No, we totally will. Yeah.
You kind of have to.
Yeah, like Julia Garner killed it in this, the Surfer was so cool.
Oh yeah,
they even had that bitch surfing on lava and shit.
Oh, that shit was like, I popped the hardest for that. I was like, she's fucking like in the tube, dog.
Surfing.
She is surfing this shit, and I'm super here for it.
She was so badass because like she can get you anywhere, especially like when she like rolls up to their ship and just like phases through it. And I was like, that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
like
she phased her hand into Sue's stomach. I was like, oh no,
oh that's not good. I will say that was one of my favorite like visuals though, like her going in for the and then all of a sudden they hit light speed and it like snatched her out. I was like, that was fucking dope as shit.
Yeah, and they were like, oh, well, we're in FTL now, like, it's fine. And then you just see her surfing up. She's like, bitch, you think I don't know how to travel light speed?
How do you think I got to your planet, bitch?
Yeah, you think I fucking went there on a scooter? Like,
so
you slapped me, bitch.
I actually had a while the scenes were happening, I had a small thing where I thought something might happen and kind of hoped it didn't. I'm glad it didn't. But for a brief moment, I thought Galactus saying the child was going to be this cosmic event, and her going after it while warping was going to inadvertently cause the child to get some powers to become Galactus. There's going to be like a little self-loop. But they didn't actually do that. And I am glad, but at the same time I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. That whole scene that was going on, I was thinking, I'm never going to be able to give birth. But I can't figure out if doing it in zero gravity would be better or worse.
Well, and I think Reed even kind of touched on that. It was like, without gravity, you can't push.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Now, I will say this. She definitely didn't have any fucking painkillers.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck no. Also, like, kudos to fucking Sue Storm, period. Like, she maintained, like, her character integrity even in child labor. Yeah. Like, and the fact that she was aiding them between contractions. Mm-hmm. That shit was dope as fuck.
What did she?
I cannot praise, like, Vanessa Kirby's, like, portrayal any more, like, than I already have. Like, amazing. This character has come a long fucking way from 94, where I was explaining this to the homie Kay the other day. I was like, you know what Sue Storm did in that movie? I was like, she sewed the suits, and that's it. And she was like, are you fucking serious? I was like, yeah. I was like, somehow Jessica Alba's version was like
better,
a step up.
It was progressive by comparison.
Yeah, by comparison. It's like, all right, yeah, but I mean, Vanessa Kirby had it all, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was hot. She was fucking like the emotional core of the fucking group. She was brilliant, and her power set here, incredible.
And not to mention the control she had over her powers. That is what I applauded the most.
Yes.
Now, while we're on this topic, this is the thing that I was worried about the whole time it was happening, like what you thought about it. The end, where she pushes Galactus, where it was that, because I could feel you being like... Honestly,
I had a little bit of this too. Like,
I thought that they went a step too far with it. Literally. I think that like Galactus could have already been on the precipice of being at the portal,
but she pushed him back way too long.
Yeah, like I think if she gave like that final push that caught him off guard and made him stumble, but she pushed him for what, 4 blocks? She pushed him a good distance, and I was like, I understand what you guys need to happen here. I do.
Yeah.
I understand where the story needs to go, but man, like,
and this is one of my only qualms about, like, definitely pushed him way too long. 2, I felt like, especially after he had the baby in his hand, she would have been nutting up a lot more than that. Like, yes, she was nutting up, but I feel like she would have been, like, exploding with power at that point, like, full anger. And I didn't feel that 100% from her. Like, not saying what I got was bad. I'm just saying I felt like it needed to be a little more, like, angry, upset than just, push you.
Well, I don't think her powers necessarily come from her being angry.
No.
Her powers, to me, actually are from her being in control. So, to me, the reason I didn't have a problem with that is actually because she literally, number one, it's like her fucking kid is being taken. Mm-hmm. So obviously she's going to go full out, and she basically gave up her life.
That's true.
Him.
It's Galactus, though.
But even then, yeah,
it is Galactus.
It was a little long. I have more of an issue actually with the Surfer being able to push him in than I did with that, because they established in their own movie that he can just straight up control her. Like early in the movie, he's just able to just freeze her immediately in place. He had a ton of time where he's looking right at her and should have been able to do that.
However, wasn't he being pushed back by Sue, like, and struggling against that?
Sure, but he had absolute, like, complete, like, I got my hand up your ass puppet control over her.
Because I don't remember the scene clearly, I guess, but was the Surfer pushing him, or was it like she just fucking hit him?
I think she just fucking...
She surfboard stomped his ass.
Yeah, but
he still technically could have just been like, "Man, fuck you."
Yeah, it wasn't a thing, though, where she came out of nowhere. She went, like, fucking 800 yards directly at him. They even did the scene where he's looking directly at her.
Maybe he was thinking, oh, yes, my herald.
Yeah, it's going to help me.
Like, I think if they would have given him that one, like, yes, like, have that moment of, like, okay, my surfer's here to help.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and then she just
I
fucking.
think it's more that, and they just didn't. Quite
Yeah.
You know, they're having a long talk right now wherever they are.
Yeah, she's not doing well.
No.
And you know, all of this to say is like all of this is like nitpicky, right?
It's very
like,
nitpicky. It is very nitpicky.
I actually thought that the way that this went, like when Reed is like, "I'm gonna fucking teleport the Earth," I was like, okay, I feel like that's like some shit that Superman would come up with, and then Batman would start explaining to him why the fuck that's not gonna work. But I was like, okay, well, it's Reed though.
It's Reed Richards.
He was gonna teleport it to a similar solar system.
He did
Superman
say
would have
within 2%
just been
of Goldilocks.
Yeah, Superman would just be like, well, I'm gonna push it out the way.
Well, I think like that actually happened at one point. Like Superman was like, I think I can just move the Earth, and Batman goes, I don't have enough time to explain to you all the reasons why that's stupid.
I think I actually remember that.
Yeah, that's like an actual scene, and that's all I can think about when he first said he was going to teleport. Then he starts explaining what he's going to do. I was like, okay, all right, this is like the Reed Richards version of this idea that might actually fucking work. I'll be honest, if I'm like a regular human on this planet, I would have been real fucking nervous.
Yeah, I'd be like, so how much of the science have you done on this, Reed?
Yeah.
All of it? Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But I will say,
eggs?
like, see, this version of Reed, like, while insanely intelligent, there is quite a handful of moments in this movie where his calculations aren't necessarily correct, or at least he didn't factor in something that maybe he just didn't know. And there was a lot of mistakes that happened.
I mean, he's not supposed to be infallible, though.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm just saying, like, he makes a lot of promises also. That is one thing I'm like, bruh, you can't promise to keep anybody safe. You can't, no, from this?
I mean, he does some fucked up shit as part of the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, and then they show that kind of capability of him here, where he's like, I mean, there is that moment. I don't think he ever actually considered giving Franklin to him, but he thought through it.
Yeah, like, and that was like,
Well,
I saw the 94 creeping in a little bit.
I actually love that scene. It might be my favorite scene.
It was phenomenal.
That's the scene I was referencing earlier. You know, like in the spoiler-free section, like the scene where he knows the decision that's the most logical, but
I honestly will say that on Pedro's like thing, that you saw it in his eyes the moment he realized it was like, I can't do this.
Oh yeah, because like that was logically this is what should happen. Morally, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like emotionally, I can't do this. Yeah, like that internal struggle was amazing to see in Reed.
yeah, it was an intense moment because, and also like if I were the Fantastic Four, and I come back from this month-long space trip to battle Galactus, you step off the ship, everybody's singing your praises. Yeah, Fantastic Four, and you're like,
You can tell by their faces on the TV. I would have been like, why do they look like that?
Man, they must have had a really rough fight. Why? We're a little winded still. It's been a month.
Speaking of rough fight, sorry, continue. Go ahead.
If I'm at that press conference, right, and I'm Reed Richards, and they're like, so, tell us how you beat Galactus, I'd be like, shit, man, we beat that motherfucker ass, bro. Y'all should have seen that, man. It was crazy.
I actually really enjoyed the fact that he was just bluntly honest. I was so happy with that.
It's like there were so many places where I would have lied. If I didn't lie about beating Galactus, I would have lied about him wanting my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have told that shit.
Yeah, I'd have been like, it was not
You can
negotiable.
definitely tell he's a new dad.
You're like, he didn't want to negotiate. We barely escaped with our lives.
Yeah, like you could say literally anything. They gonna believe you.
And then, like, if I didn't lie there for some reason, I definitely would have lied when they said, "Shoot, what did they say? Are we in danger or are we safe?" And he goes, "I don't know." Like, I would have definitely been like, "Yeah, man, we the Fantastic Four. We got you."
I actually respected that answer the most out of everything.
I agree
Was
with
the I don't know, and I'm like,
it was a very powerful move.
yeah.
I would not have said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think
I'm
I
not
would
a good
have.
person.
That's the reason, like, the reason that is so impactful is, like, they've never heard this from Reed Richards before.
Yeah, 4 years of being Mr. Fantastic, and now
He's got all
he is
the
not.
answers.
Yeah.
And now Mr. Fantastic doesn't know if we're fucked or not.
We must be fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like we're real fucked. Because you could tell it hurt him to say that.
Yeah.
Man.
Because he hates not knowing.
Him being able to be wrong hurts him a lot.
Yeah.
So I briefly touched this on the no spoiler section, but the stuff that Johnny Storm got in this, I loved the majority of it until the very end of the reveal of what he figured out. I felt like he almost got too much from so little.
Well, they had 33 recordings.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he developed an entire cipher in 3 months, and then got other transmissions from other planets too.
No, I think
No,
I think
that's
those
part of the
were
33.
those were the records.
Yeah.
That they were recording.
He only had
Okay.
those 33.
But still, at the same time, I still appreciated that they actually made him intelligent enough to figure that out, and not just some bullshit character.
Yeah, he wasn't just getting his dick sucked the whole time.
Yeah.
He was,
He would have let her.
Oh,
yeah.
he was hitting on the
He was
surfer
banking on
so hard.
He was like, "So, girl, the surfboard. Can you leave it outside the room, or do we got to take it to the bed with us?"
is it a non-negotiable? Yeah.
Could it be against a wall at least? I do like one thing that they mirrored the the 2000 was it 5 one where Johnny chases after the surfer.
seven.
Seven.
That they referenced that
mirrored
scene
it.
hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I like this one more for a few different reasons. But just it was kind of cool whenever I saw it. I was like, oh shit, they're doing the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed the fact that, for one, the surfer wasn't just fucking. She wasn't able to just withstand everything that they threw at her. There were a handful of times they did get a couple licks in, which was she immediately stood back up.
Yeah.
But see that was that something we have recently had to deal with at the D&D table. There's no counterplay, so I enjoyed that. But the 94 or the 2004 what the Chris Evans one, all of a sudden just fucking surfer grabs him by the throat. Yeah, you're fucked, dog. You're not getting, you're done. But Johnny touching the surfboard up in the fucking space, that was fucking cool as shit.
Yeah. I feel like that's such a small margin because this surfer could have did the exact same shit had she chosen to.
I really and it was so clever how he got her to translate that one little bit. I just really want to know what you meant, but really he was trying to get something that they could make a cipher off of, or an algorithm rather, is what specifically they used. I don't know if you guys knew about this or not, but all 4 of the 94 cast actually had cameos in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, Brandon told me that.
I heard, but I didn't.
Yeah, I think the guy that asked Ben to say his clobbering time is the one that played the thing in.
He looks a lot different now.
He looks way different.
They actually all do, but there was a picture of the 4 of them at the premiere.
While you're looking that up, this was one question I keep forgetting to ask. Early movie, Johnny is able to pull fire off of a building or towards him. Is he able to do that? Because I keep coming to you about, because all the other ones are that person couldn't really do that, or that person could do way more than this.
From what I understand about Johnny, that's a bit of an exaggeration of his powers. That's something more like what Pyro can do.
See, I was thinking that. I was like, is he able to just fucking do this shit?
Yeah, that's the original cast, the 94 cast, and they're all at the.
Oh man,
That must have kind of made them feel good. I bet.
I bet they got paid more for their cameos in this movie than they did for starring in that one.
Almost
That's fair.
certainly.
Yeah.
This movie happened.
yeah, they're not trying to delete it, but I thought that was a really cool nod that they.
It is.
Kind of like they gave Christopher Reeve's son a cameo.
That's right.
Superman was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the reporter guy who was live on the scene. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Man.
Past your bedtime time?
Yes.
I
It is
I
my
think
bedtime
about
time.
this movie and man, most of my favorite moments really did happen within the first 45 minutes. And it's not to say I didn't enjoy the back 45 minutes, but that first half, for me, was really where the money was at. They hit the ground running with a really cool retro style opening, and you get to see.
Yeah, I like the join us in celebrating the Fantastic
Yeah.
Four, our heroes, and they show all these really fun clips of them doing their shit, and I'm like, this is a very clever way to do this.
It is.
I enjoyed this.
And then, like, immediately it's like, oh, Sue's pregnant. Oh, there's this silver bitch who started some shit. And also, by the way, I loved her introduction. She comes down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
herald your, I herald
shit was
his
so
beginning. I herald your end. Yeah, and like it was really cool, really eerie. They put that in the trailer, like I was saying earlier.
They
So
did.
that was it? I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they put the scene when they come back from their Galactus encounter at the press conference. They
That's
put that.
so fucked.
Yeah, they put both
Yeah.
of those in that latest trailer, and I was like, what the fuck?
See, the only other thing I saw was a small snippet of him saying, like, are we safe? I don't know. Which
Yeah.
I feel like that alone isn't that bad.
No.
Yeah,
Because I don't know they just came back. I don't
Right.
know they just fought.
No, they showed the whole thing. The whole thing, like, so how did you guys defeat Galactus? Like that whole scene.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Marvel's got to fuck off with that, dude. Like, I mean, here's the thing. Like, they've been doing that for a while. It's obviously not helping. You know? Like, I mean, them spoiling the shit out of New Avengers, that didn't help the Thunderbolts box office at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they spoiled that themselves, like, before the weekend was damn near up.
Yeah, it was like Sunday. And they were like, by the way, the movie's called New Avengers. Ha ha ha. And then everybody was like, yeah, I'm still not going to go see it. And they didn't. Which actually sucks because that movie's great. But
It is great.
I really like the movie. If it wasn't for you guys, would not have gone and seen it.
I am concerned about the box office for this. I mean, Superman is killing it, and that will help, this movie. But like, I think it's gonna have to work real hard to get a 200 mil. Like, word of mouth is really gonna have to carry it.
Well, I mean, we're making this.
Well,
do it.
unfortunately, like the professional critics, the ones who really suck, they're not being as nice to this movie as we are.
They're not. Yeah, actually,
Which is wild.
So
Yeah.
it's weird. This movie actually has a chunk higher Rotten Tomatoes score than Superman does. I think this movie's at an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes, whereas Superman's at like an 82. But you have to remember that score is just a percentage of them who said they liked the movie, like thumbs up. So if they rank it out of if their website does like an out of 10 ranking and they gave it a 5.1, that's considered we liked it. So you have to really understand that to know what that score is. If you go and look into the actual reviews, it's got a lot of 6s, 7s, 8s. That's mainly what you're seeing. You're not really seeing a lot of glowing 9s or anything like that. I think the audiences are going to boost it. I think audiences are going to like this a lot more than critics. Mm-hmm. Critics tend to not like the weird shit.
I have noticed that any movie that I go see, which I don't do this very often, more now obviously, but any movie I go see where I happen to know about like the critic rating will be like, this was trash. And then all the people who watched it are like, this was fucking amazing.
So
And vice versa.
And I've always been this way. Like I've never, like even these critics right here, I've never listened to either one of them.
I listen to you guys.
And I actually go in and try to enjoy the movie, or at least view the movie with my own head, even if it's wrong. Like I always try not to listen to any kind of critics until I've actually seen it myself.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten away from... I'll read critic reviews after I've seen something now. I tend to never read a review before I watch something now because I don't want to come on here and inadvertently ape them. Also, if you read a shitty review of a movie and then go watch it, you're going to pick up on every single thing they nitpicked at. Yep. You'll be looking for it. Your brain will just do it subconsciously.
Yeah.
So it'll drive you to like it less. As of right now, though, it has a 92% from audiences on Rotten Tomatoes. So
I mean,
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good score.
Yeah. Can we talk about the scene when they're going after Galactus? Because that's always a good idea.
oh yeah. Well, I mean, clearly they don't know who Galactus is.
Yeah.
This silver bitch just came out the fucking sky with some Armageddon-looking shit behind her. Whatevs. We can go handle this.
Talking mad shit, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Not only like I just imagine on her way to Earth, she's like, okay, I gotta get my lines right. I herald his beginning. I herald your end. I am. Hold your loved ones tight, and say all the shit you didn't say. Yeah, that should be good. I can just imagine her like reciting everything to herself.
Oh yeah.
But when they first go into space, and they're like, "Well, this says Galactus is here, like where this planet is. Like we don't see him." And then the planet gets his asshole fucking reamed from the inside out.
Like the planet.
At that point, I'm turning around and going home.
The planet space butthole got eaten by Galactus' space butthole.
Yes. And I'm like, that is not a very pleasant thing.
Yeah, butthole crime.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I don't really like about that scene. The fact that, first off, it was very clearly that shit's coming straight for him. And they were like, oh, let's detach the faster than light stuff.
Yeah.
And just leave it here. And then go fuck around this way.
Yeah.
The only thing I could possibly think of is Galactus was like, hold up, pump the brakes. What the fuck is this thing?
Another thing, this was actually a minor thing for me, but it still was like, really? At the tractor beam scene, they straight up stole the Star Wars scene.
Well, that's not the only tractor beam scene. I mean,
But turning off the thrusters so they can, not. Yeah, I mean, come on.
I feel like that's pretty logical, but
yeah, I didn't really. The only time I really went Star Wars is when they docked with the FTL engine and then fucking took off. I'm like, that's straight up. Like, that's absolutely a Star Wars thing.
I don't know how they expected their conversation with Galactus to go. I'm sure it wasn't that though.
I'll be honest. As conversations with Galactus go, it went pretty well.
I do also like the surfer kind of even pointed that out.
Yeah,
Like, you get to see him. You're honored.
yeah. It's like
You shouldn't have come here.
it's like the scene plays out, and then you're like telling the DM, "But I rolled a natural 20," and they're like, "Yeah, I saw. I
I'm aware.
I heard you. That was the nat 20 result. Like,
You lived.
1 through 19 was your fucking planet gets eaten."
By the way, I'm not saying that I would ever sacrifice my child if I had one, right? But I will lean over to my baby mom and be like, we can make another one.
Yeah, and have a good time doing it.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I'm just,
I'll be honest though, on the other side of this,
Yeah.
like, this motherfucker is going to end up with the power cosmic, right? Typically, superpowered beings whose parents abandoned them, not great, doesn't really go great for the parents. You don't know if this motherfucker's going to end up bright burn as hell,
Yeah, that's a fair point. And also, like, I'm sure he'll find out what planet you're on.
Oh yeah,
at least I bought the Earth more time.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a good person. I'm not a good person.
Also, I'm pretty sure Galactus actually could sense Franklin the whole time.
Oh,
too,
he could.
So,
That's probably part of it.
yeah. So that's how he knew exactly where their ship was.
And that's what
And then he was like, all right, where's this motherfucker at? Right there.
Actually, the tractor beam, when he first looks into the ship, he actually shines it right on
he
Franklin.
does.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
So
That's why I was very surprised at their plan at the end. I was like, if you guys are just gonna try to swap out Franklin with the empty baby carriage and expect Galactus to not notice,
Yeah.
That's why they hit him in
Y'all
the
are-
eyes.
I'm so glad that shit didn't work.
yeah. I mean, but even
I'm
still,
upset that I would have been upset if it did work.
yeah.
Honestly, I'm over here like, he knows. Like, he's gonna he's fucking with you guys. Like,
He's not stupid.
Yeah. Same with the teleporter thing, where I'm like, okay, the surfer would just blow them all up.
The surfer.
And she was just like, yeah, you're not. No. What the fuck?
I knew something was probably gonna go wrong.
I did not think about the surfer just coming through and be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. The second it started happening, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna point this out, and y'all can read me a new one if you want to. But
I'm like,
this is Rise of the Silver Surfer if it was done correctly.
I mean, that's the thing, though. Is like that's the story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the thing actually wasn't as much in the story.
They actually didn't
Fine.
say the thing. I don't think once.
Yeah.
You can tell he maybe doesn't like that. Maybe it's just for the cartoon.
Well, yeah, no, I definitely agree. But no, I'm talking about like he like saying the name thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Like they didn't call him that once. So
Also, like you pointed out, Johnny only says "flame on" ironically with the little toy.
Yeah,
He
That's
never
true.
actually says
Yeah.
it. It's almost like it doesn't turn his powers on.
Yeah, this one's definitely not voice activated.
Yeah.
I did love the little bit of banter between the two of them, but I was like, oh, are you gonna say it? You gonna say it? I like punching things. And at the end, he could have not said it,
Yeah.
but he's like, oh, fucking fine.
But you know what? He was like, "That's the last. I'm probably gonna die. Fuck it. It's called."
Fuck it.
it's clobber time.
How do we feel about the beard? I know the internet's not bitch about the beard.
I, much like he said, it grew on me.
And it really did.
But no, I mean, I've read comic books when Ben grows a beard, so
Really?
Yeah.
Like, well, because I guess it's just I've never, I guess, seen that version of him. So I'm over here like, is it possible?
yeah.
Like, because is he just a rock or like I don't know.
It's like it's a different because Brendan asked me like, how does he know where like his skin ends and the beard begins? It's a different kind of rock.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I even like that Reed even built him like a razor, which is just a rock grinder or whatever.
No, that motherfucker was a straight up angle grinder. That's all that was.
Reed still built it?
Yeah, that shit probably don't exist in their Jetsons universe.
That's true. I guess we also got to talk about the fucking car. Like
Fantastic car,
the
yeah.
Fantastic Car was amazing.
Cool, yes.
I didn't even know that was a thing until we watched the last movie, and you told me it was a thing.
Funny enough, I did know it was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
now that it's the thing in the MCU, I need to see Luke Cage steal one, fly to Liberia.
Have Reed give him the key.
Yeah.
What was it for $50? $500?
200.
200.
I actually I want the scene to go down exactly like this. I want Reed to be like in there working on some shit, right? And Luke Cage to come in and be like, "Hey, Reed, can I borrow the Fantastic Car?" And Reed be like, "Absolutely not." You know, he's working on some shit. He'd be like, "All right, man. Well, I thought I'd ask or whatever. I was gonna use it to go and fucking and fuck up Victor Von Doom, but all right." And then you just see the hand with the keys just coming to the thing. Reed's still working on whatever he's working on. He just is like,
Hold on, let me just grab that.
Okay. So something that we've had gripes about with every other Fantastic Four movie. Reed's clothes stretching with him. It did happen once.
I think it happened more than once.
well, it might have been more than once, but it's literally his suit's designed for it. I mean,
That suit was designed for it, but it was his lab coat did not, and I was
on.
very pleased to see that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was
That
gonna
is
say
true.
because at first, whenever Johnny first went fire mode, flame on, I was like, well, how the fuck is his clothes? But then with the all right, he has like hella control over his fire. Also, I thought about, I was like, it's been like 4 years. His whole wardrobe is probably just not gonna burn
Yeah.
because that would get irritating and expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, like I said earlier, whoever Ben Grimm's fucking tailor is,
They are on point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
that motherfucker looked amazing.
Yeah.
At all times, he even really like pulled off the fucking trench coat and all that look.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't even a disguise. He's just like, this is my look. Buy the action figure, bitch. Also, they are about some branding. They stamped that logo on everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Johnny even put it up in the sky when he saved them people. One
Oh
time he
yeah.
was just
I was like, I
by
wonder
the
if
way,
that's just his, like tip. He's gotten done. He's used to it now. He just that's his flight path when he takes off.
Yeah.
I did roll my eyes a little bit, but I was like, of course.
Oh man. I mean, again, like I didn't know that this was gonna be the movie, but I do love that they incorporated fucking Mole Man in this.
Yeah.
I was like,
I could have used much more of him, actually.
we
Yeah.
could have.
I would actually have enjoyed to see maybe a little short with him in it or something. Yeah.
Yo, when he was like, "Don't be mad at me, Johnny. I didn't dress you." That shit was cold as fuck.
Fuck.
I was like, God damn.
That shit was cold blood.
I was like, he can't even call the burn unit.
It is you.
It's me. My bad. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Quit breaking shit.
That was a great moment though, and there was also great use of Subterranea, like his fucking underground layer and shit.
I love that, like, Sue is just straight up respected by, like, everyone.
Yes,
Yeah.
literally everybody.
It's like, well,
I think it was maybe the movie director's like, every version of Sue has been garbage, so maybe we actually just rectify all of that.
I'm going to tell you right now, Namor is going to try to hit that shit.
Yep, I can see that.
I totally already got that vibe that they're going to go that route.
Huh?
I mean, well, so in the comics, Namor, he constantly tries to get Sue to marry him.
What did I say?
Yeah, Namor would probably
he was in Black Panther
trade.
too. The villain in that, the fish man.
He's like the.
Oh, I haven't
he's
seen
he's
Black
like the
Panther 2.
Aquaman of Marvel.
Oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah. He is the hardest of hard dicks for Sue.
I mean, I can't really blame him exactly, but damn, take a hint.
Yeah, I mean, so does Doom. You know, so it's all.
That's along the lines of damn, take a hint.
Yeah. She would definitely entertain it from Namor before she would entertain it from Victor.
You
But
think she want that fish dick?
probably. I mean, hey, I'm just saying that motherfucker hold his breath indefinitely.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah.
She can get that hot tub oral for as long as she wants.
As long as she won't, with the bubbles and all.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, I just imagine that's happening, and all of a sudden he just floats to the top because it's too warm.
Hit him fried a second. Boiled fish.
God damn. Oh shit. What else we got?
I thought that shit was wild that she just carried I feel like much to depend on the point where everybody respects her. When she walked out with Franklin, to the crowd, to the mob,
That
and they all
trying
just stopped.
That
Yeah.
scene was amazing.
That shit was great. Even the other three members were like, "Oh fuck, oh no, she's got this."
Well, actually, no. See, they didn't even walk out at first, and this is what I was talking about. How they definitely are that family unit. Is I don't think they realized she was walking out, and then then oh shit, she's on TV right now talking out front,
and so they scampered.
and then they got down there and they stopped and let her talk, and they were like, yeah, that.
This movie and Black Widow are polar opposites when it comes to this, where it's this movie actually demonstrates the concept of family, whereas that movie just says it a bunch, hoping that you'll eventually believe it if they say it enough times.
Also, it's like a Fast and the Furious movie.
And the crazy thing is, until Thunderbolts, you never do believe it. That's the first time that they ever actually felt like a family.
Kind of, yeah.
And most of them aren't even the same from that first movie.
Well, I'm just talking about specifically Yelena and Red Guardian.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say this too. This is just a nitpick, but Sue dying and Franklin bringing her back to life. I'm like, either we could have cut this down some, or we could have changed this because it just felt very formulaic.
It was actually very drawn out too. I felt like the scene was a little too long,
Especially when we all know what's going to happen.
right?
I will be honest. There was a moment there where I was like, did they really kill her?
They could have just let her fucking die.
And then I was like, okay, he's going to put Franklin on. He's just going to come back or whatever. I was like, okay, And I pretty quickly got to that. And yeah, the scene is a tad bit drawn out. I get, though, if they were going to have her push Galactus, it had to be she went full in, 100%. I get it. But yeah, I could have used maybe half the screen time on that. So it's definitely not the worst movie.
Or sorry, Dylan, you had your finger up for a minute.
So that scene irked me a little bit, but something that happened in the movie theater actually made it worse. And I already bitched to some of you about this one, but the person next to me happened to be talking way too much during the movie, which normally I can kind of deal with. But she was also rolling around in her seat almost. But in this scene in particular, because I could ignore it otherwise, but in this one in particular, I was actually in the scene mentally. I was really in it, and it was about to get to the point where I was like, "Damn, all right, come on."
Yeah.
Which is I think the only time in this whole movie where I got to all right, let's do it. But I just heard from next to me because she didn't know how to fucking whisper at all. Just she was freaking the fuck out about it. I was like, Jesus, calm down. But then the I'm assuming boyfriend actually whispered something, so I didn't hear what he said. And she goes, "Oh, that's right, the baby's gonna." I was like, "Motherfucker."
Shit.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I know what's gonna happen. I thought it was gonna happen, but I didn't need you to say it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, man. I rue the day when we the opening night audience becomes shitty.
Oh.
Because then I'm just gonna stop going to movie theaters. You guys don't have to wait for this shit to come out on streaming.
That's fair.
Because I go to the opening night audience to watch this movie with a bunch of nerds that really care about it, so I don't have to watch the movie with the plebs because I don't enjoy it. I never have.
I think this one was half that. I think the male, who I didn't hear at all, was
he was the nerd.
He's in it, and and again, I'm still assuming they were a couple. She was like, "Oh, let me do this thing with you," and he kind of brought her along.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree. If opening nights just becomes standard, fucking, that's gonna suck dick.
It's gonna be rough. Yeah.
No.
I actually like on that same vein. Like I did that with Deadpool and Wolverine. I went with you guys opening night, and that was fucking amazing.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then about a week later, I went and seen it
Oh no.
with the plebs, and I'm like,
Same.
It doesn't even feel the same. Like the movie doesn't feel as good coming out.
no. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch this movie like this
I
again.
did the same thing with Infinity War and Endgame, and let me tell you, it's such a difference. The opening night crowd, like we know where we are here, and then like the plebs, like don't sit next to me.
The reactions opening night, like seeing Endgame opening night, is one of the most unique experiences that I've ever had. Like, and
I hate that I missed opening night for that.
and I just know that I'm never gonna like be able to experience that again. Like, if somebody's like, "All right, you have one chance to time travel," I'll be like, do I go back and buy a bunch of Bitcoin in like 91, or do I go back to 2019 and watch Endgame again? Like, you know, it's like I'm gonna be in the theater though. I'm having to pick a different theater to go to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That.
Oh yeah. Well, also depends on what kind of like where you actually end up.
Yeah, are we going by like the DBZ / Endgame timeline thing, or are we going by like the single stream, concept?
The time cop thing.
Because if it's going to be like a Back to the Future type thing, I can't go to that theater because I have a very firm policy on if another one of me should ever show up, clone or otherwise, and we will fight to the death immediately. So.
On site, or will there be a conversation?
No, it's on site. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
no, The Prestige
Even
is
if-
my favorite movie. It's on site. Yeah.
So even if the person, the version of you that goes to the future knows that you're going to end up seeing yourself, you would still make that same decision.
I would avoid myself because I know that obviously if we're going off the single stream theory, I can't kill 2019 me because I'm dead. But I do know that 2019 me is going to be like, well, I haven't time traveled, and I'm dead. Like, or I'm going to have to kill him.
Oh, but
like,
then is it like a closed loop though? Because like when 2019 Caleb gets to 2025, is he gonna make the same decision?
no, I just wouldn't go back there. Yeah, and so then I just get fucking deleted.
Well, now I want to know if each of you, other than you said your piece. Each of you, if another you came in the room right now, well, what would your reaction be?
It would be you got to work at least half my work shifts.
Yeah.
So
50-50.
So for me, like I operate in a very similar to his, but I'm not gonna kill myself on sight. It's more of I'm just not gonna be anywhere near you because I've seen Time Cop and that shit you implode upon yourself and can cause a paradox.
I might fight myself for a different reason. I might fight myself thinking maybe this is like the Jet Li movie, and if I can kill me, I get stronger, and then I go crazy and I go hunting down all the other me's.
Also, if a futuristic version of Oz walks in here, Ace gonna be like, "How the fuck you get in my house?"
How the fuck did you get in here?
You just hold him a key.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have given you that.
What about
Where'd
you,
get that
Dylan?
from?
No, this is going to shock any of you. I'd be fine with it.
Okay.
He'd probably have a sit down, conversation.
I'd be like, all right, can I learn anything? It's like, are you allowed to tell me anything? No? That sucks. So you doing half the shifts?
It's
On site, yeah.
yeah.
See, I couldn't do that for my job because it requires me to know the things.
I mean, I should know the things too, but
Like missing every other day would actually make my job way fucking harder.
Yeah, it'd be a problem because I'd be like, "Hey, dog, listen, I'm gonna need you to work the week of Dragon Con." He'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm going to Dragon Con." Like,
be like, no, you went there already.
I'm going to Dragon Con.
And then y'all only got one job, and you both got to go to the Dragon Con vendor hall.
Yeah.
You got to buy badges,
Oh my gosh.
snacks, all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. See,
So, yeah, and
this
that's
plan falls apart immediately.
See,
immediately.
one of us just
Or-
stays home and makes stuff.
Or you could always just make that deal of like, hey, you just work the overtime hours and I'll work the main shift.
That's true.
But then, like, I know me, and he'd be like, "Motherfucker, you ain't gonna work."
I love how we rabbit holed into
Yeah.
fucking time travel.
I called out
Well,
already today.
we could also say clothing. Either way.
I did enjoy seeing Galactus, motherfucking Stretch Armstrong, Reed.
Bruh.
I really thought he was gonna let go and just boom.
Yeah, I did too.
There were a handful of times I thought, but like he just kept going. I'm like, oh my god, he really is gonna bust up, like explode.
He was so intrigued. Like, how far did what is
It's like,
this?
this is fantastic. It was like a fidget for Galactus.
Oh, we also got to talk about his intro, like his entrance to this to the Earth.
Oh man,
That shit was fucking visually stunning.
It was amazing.
Like that one shot where he looks back at the fucking Statue of Liberty, just you see all of it, and it's fucking great.
I just think like because they mentioned how like they didn't know exactly where he was gonna come from. But like, what if he just belly flopped on Earth?
I did. Like he jumps off his little chair and like, oh, that's water. Just boom.
Yeah, I actually there's not a single effect in this movie that I thought looked bad except for the CGI baby. I don't know what it is, but
it was rough, dude.
The only thing creepier than a flesh and blood human baby is a CGI human baby.
Yeah, it wasn't Twilight CGI baby bad, but
No.
it was
dude.
it was noticeable.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Jazz actually was like, God, that reminds me of Renesmee from fucking Twilight. I was like, it does. It's so bad.
Was it an actual kid later in the movie?
Well, there was, I think, certain shots were with the actual kid.
Yeah.
But I think when they had to like move the baby around a little more, obviously it was CGI, but it was still creepy.
Yeah, the one Galactus was tossing around was probably CGI, you know.
No, it was real.
No, for real, dog.
It was funny. The homie Brendan, he was like, "Man," he said, "I like Galactus, but I kind of wish they got somebody else." And I said, "Well, where's you gonna find that big?" You're the only person that could ever play Galactus.
He said the same shit to me, and I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah, I don't know what he got caught up on with that.
I'm not sure.
I mean, he also thinks Man of Steel is like a 9.5, so, you know.
On Galactus, I fucking loved the presence he had.
Yes.
Like when you saw him lean forward at the start there, whenever they were talking to him, I was like, "Oh fuck, back up."
And like, so another part that like with the Galactus fight is like when Reed started climbing his ass and then opened up the valve on the back. I fucking forgot there were tubes that went in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, see, that's what makes you Reed Richards.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"I know where them bitches are. Hold up."
Yeah. Man, so we talked about this a little bit already, but I guess just to kind of curtail this thing and bring it on home, how exactly do we all think the Fantastic Four are going to end up with the Avengers?
I'm gonna be honest, I have no fucking idea. Like,
I really do think, unfortunately, it's probably going to be the safe bet where like Doom is going to kidnap the baby. Not sure why. End up in 616. It may be to give it to Galactus. It may to be just a bargain with Galactus. I don't know. And they're going to chase him down. That's what I think.
I'm going to need the you know, if they do that, they need to rename the Multiverse Saga to the Child Kidnapper Saga. Because that will be the third in a row dope as fuck Marvel villain that they have turned into a child kidnapper.
Happened with Wanda.
Oh, that fourth then. Because it happened with Wanda.
Uh-huh.
It happened with Christian Bale. What's his character's name?
Gore.
With Gore the God Butcher.
Yep.
Gore the Child Kidnapper.
Yep.
And then Doom and Galactus.
It's true. Yeah. So
at least I can understand this one a little more for the Galactus part.
I really hope that like if Doom is going to do anything to Franklin, I really hope it's like for Doom's own like purposes and has nothing to do with Galactus. Obviously, they're going to have to do something with Galactus. But yeah,
He can't just go flying through 616.
Here's my thing, right? I think that they gave themselves enough rope that they can play with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to say, well, Galactus is however many light years away in whatever universe, he's got more than enough planets to occupy himself before he gets anywhere close to where our heroes would be. But if they need him to be closer, if they want to use him in a story, they have him in his back pocket.
I think they're going to use him in Secret Wars or Doomsday.
They could. It's just it could be busy in those movies.
Yeah.
You know, between Doom, I mean, they could still bring in the Beyonder, who's a big player in those. It's a lot.
Now maybe they have Doom take Galactus's powers, and he uses Franklin to lure him into whatever allows him to do that.
It's possible.
I could see something crazy like that happening. Because I don't know, man. I feel like them introducing the Beyonder at this point is pretty. Like, I think they're gonna save that. That's what I would do. I feel like I wanted this movie to give me a definitive why they come to 616.
Yeah.
And the fact that it didn't kind of makes me think that the Russo brothers ain't figured it out yet.
That has me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Because that needs to be squared away already.
They absolutely are shooting Doomsday without a finished script. I mean, they've confirmed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why it got pushed. It's like, the script isn't done. They're literally doing exactly what James Gunn was like, we will never do this.
Oh, no.
Because James Gunn has already said, like, hey, we will not even begin production on anything until we have a script that is good. Because a lot of these Hollywood movies now, they have like Act 1, Act 2, and then they're like, yeah, we'll start shooting, and then they're just making that shit up after that. Which is why so many of these movies go to complete shit in the third act, and a giant CGI dragon shows up for no reason.
Again, that's such an odd reference you made.
Or a motherfucker gets hit with a bat Kamehameha.
That was pure cinema.
8-year-old me would have really loved it.
So
I think James did.
Oh, wow.
So I don't want this to happen, but it popped in my brain, so I have to ask: what do you think the odds are of them showing up near the end of Avengers Doomsday?
Well, the way that the ship lands, though, if the Fantastic Four are on that ship,
Because it was busted up, wasn't it?
it looked like it was pretty busted up.
Like it was smoke trailing behind it and everything.
Yeah. But the way that's placed, it doesn't feel like it's anywhere near the end of anything. The Avengers is just kind of bullshitting around the tower.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And then the ship crashes, so...
It just pops up, and I really didn't want to do his face, but I had to ask.
Yeah.
The Avengers, you can't be getting
Oh,
sued.
my bad. The Avengers...
Sam Wilson just sent you the cease and desist already.
Quick on that.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happens with the Fantastic Four next. I mean, we know that obviously they're going to be in Doomsday and Secret Wars. I mean, I have seen set photos of them mingling.
Yeah.
You know, so...
I am sad that we are never going to get to see 616 Tony Stark interact with Reed.
Yeah.
Because I think their chemistry would have been phenomenal.
Oh,
it
yeah.
would've been- yeah, it would have been great.
Reed would have fucking hated him.
That would have been... He would have seemed more eye to eye. Him and Bruce would get along.
Yeah, him and Bruce would get along, and I actually think Tony would actually like Reed. I don't think Reed would like Tony. Yeah.
Reed's just like, you have all this power, money, and smarts, and you're doing what with it?
And Tony would have been like, the dude's brilliant, but he's a stick in the mud. You know?
Yeah.
He'd have been like, don't bring him to the party, bring him to the lab, though.
Absolutely.
I am a fan of how you stretch, though. That's fine.
Yeah, I can totally see him saying that. He's like, could you go get me a latte from downstairs while we're standing here?
Right? Yeah, like just your arm.
One thing, we're like 3 hours into this now, but
Yeah,
a
fine.
lot of the humor in this movie really popped me, and none of the characters were necessarily cracking jokes or
Right.
throwing one-liners, which I really loved. Even Johnny Storm wasn't fucking doing that, which loved that shit. The only person who actually was throwing one-liners was Mole Man, and that motherfucker was firing.
Pew, 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 pew.
Hey,
Missile codes.
Mo, man, he in what they say in wrestling, he maximized his minutes.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think I know why he was. They negotiated with him because he was too strong.
Yeah, I mean that motherfucker. That shit he hit Johnny with was cold as ice, dog. I'm never gonna forget that.
Ice.
Yeah.
Bring him in Secret Wars.
Yes. Yes.
Movie be a lot shorter.
If they had Mole Man and Jimmy, could you
And
imagine?
oh,
Oh my god.
Whoa, bro! I think the universe would explode.
Secret Wars has an alternate universe version of Jimmy O'Houlihan where he is Mole Man.
Oh shit,
that's too much.
that's crazy.
Damn.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap up here, but I just have another thought, and that is like, I feel that the Sentry has to play a big role in this as well, and what's happening.
I want to see the Sentry fight Galactus.
That would be interesting. Then the Void would join Galactus.
I forgot that was in that universe.
It's like, I'll be honest, man. I think the Sentry would do okay. I mean, he gonna get fucked,
He
but
gonna get washed, but it'll be better than anyone else.
yeah, he's gonna do a better job than anybody else. And then Galactus just fucking eats him, and everybody's like,
That would be fucking great.
the void just pops out of his
Right.
chest. He's like, bitch.
Didn't it just eat you?
Yeah, Galactus would be so confused.
Right, like, this is. Oh yeah, it's been out here all night. I knocked it down. No, so I don't know what's gonna. Because at first my initial thought was I thought that Doom was gonna use Sentry as like a battery or as like something to draw power from. But now I'm like, if he's got Franklin, fuck it.
Yeah, the Sentry is like
Yeah,
child's play.
yeah. By the way, Franklin has the power of whatever the fuck.
Just yes.
Beerus and Goku fused together.
Yeah.
In the comics, does he grow up?
Actually, we see him like in Days of Future Past, which takes place in the future. We see an adult Franklin there.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are comics where we do see adult Franklin. In most comics, he's depicted as still a child, between like 5 and 10 or 5 and 8. He has the power to create pocket universes or regular universes. Reality manipulation. I mean, just
So he's just the
He got them shard powers. Okay.
Yeah, he's the Infinity Stone. What is it? Reality and space.
Yeah, his
Just-
power is yes.
yeah.
Yeah, he just creates whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, so interesting to see what happens with him. He also has a little sister. I don't know if they're going to bring her in the MCU. It would be cool if they did, but I don't know. She doesn't have the power of Franklin, but she has the brain of her dad. So she's, I mean, and at a young age, so like she doesn't really have to grow into it. Like she's very intelligent.
Well, I mean, I imagine that'd be the equivalent of Reed being born to someone as smart as Reed.
Yeah, basically.
You know, you don't have to fight your way through all this bullshit. You
Yeah.
have somebody who's just as smart who can just be like, info.
Basically. Well, homies, do we have anything else on...
I'm just gonna bring up Butt Laser Johnny because
Oh, you had to do it one last time.
this might be my last opportunity to do so.
I hope so.
But Laser Johnny.
So you mean to tell me that technically Butt Laser Johnny was somewhere in this movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, sure was.
I changed my score to a 6.2. Damn it.
Yeah, sure was.
Oh, wow. Okay. Butt Laser Johnny is Human Torch from the 94 Fantastic Four movie.
Because he takes a laser to the butthole.
Right
he
to the
take
bone.
way up there.
Yeah.
Way up there, Morty.
I think my
Way
final
up there,
thoughts,
Johnny.
my final thoughts for this movie, because it is getting late, is definitely that if I could change one thing, and only one thing, it would be how the fuck are they leaving this universe? But give me that something in the end credits instead of that little cartoony thing. Give me something.
Yeah.
This would have probably been a 9 for me if the end credit scenes hadn't just pissed me the fuck off because you just really are hoping that because like we are not going to get any Marvel for a year. There will be no
shit,
Marvel
really?
movies. The next Marvel movie is Brand New Day. I think in July is next year, and we're not going to get Doomsday until fucking December.
Yep, next
So-
December.
So like they
That's
should
enough
have
to
given us
push it.
something here, and they just didn't. I get that like after all the kind of bullshit with Marvel, they're like, okay, us having a year off, like, you know, they can't miss you if you won't go away, you know, that kind of thing. Like, and it's gonna be Spider-Man too, so it's gonna make a fucking $1 billion because it's goddamn Spider-Man, and everybody's gonna be thirsty for some Spidey after all this time. But like, come on, man, like I would be fine with the year wait if you like gave me something there. But they didn't. The end credit scenes in this just pissed me off.
Yeah. Oh, well, you, Oz, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. To be perfectly honest, not really. Like I've said pretty much everything. Like I just enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It did not disappoint me, and I didn't waste $20 on this T-shirt.
Homies, this has been a really exhilarating past 4 to 5 months, and it is very bittersweet now that it's over. I had a blast with this Fantastic Four journey, even though 4 out of the 5 movies were a struggle for us to get through. It was worth it along the way. So if you guys by some chance have not heard or seen our reviews of the 94 movie, the 05, 07, 2015 Fan 4 Stick, and First Steps now, I mean, you can go back and listen to all of them, and I promise you it'll be worth your time. It'll be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
As long as you just listen to the review, listen and watch the reviews. Don't watch the movies.
Yeah.
Watch 94 with a friend or two.
Yep, there you go.
Just to make it fun.
And some alcohol.
And
A
some
lot of alcohol.
A moderate amount of alcohol.
We do not, however, under any circumstances, recommend that you watch Fan 4 Stick.
Facts.
With friends, alone,
No,
happy,
no.
sad,
It's like
drunk, sober.
Yeah.
They had all the ingredients for something good, and they fucked it up still. I don't know.
Yeah. Ben says it's clobbering time because that's what his brother said before he beat his ass.
Yeah. That's it.
Why did you have to bring? Can we not
I'm sorry.
relive that?
I'm sorry.
We're ending tonight on a high note.
We
Ace.
are. First Steps is amazing.
Yes.
This review has been amazing. I've had a blast here. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up the longest review of the year so far.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Balls deep, son.
Balls deep. But that's going to be all for now. But homies, we will see you guys again very soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this fantastic journey. But until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I'm superhero homie Caleb.
I'm superhero homie Oz.
And I'm superhero homie Dylan.